I don't even
What's
know
up,
what that
Kaz? How you doing?
means.
Hello. Sorry.
And my microphone was muted on stream, so let's just run that again.
We're all professionals here, man. We all professionals.
Solely
It happens,
professional behavior here on Laws of Gods and Men, on Twitch.
Sounds about right.
Okay, yeah. So we're back this week with Monster of the Week. This is the second week in our special 5-part series. This week I am not the keeper. I am going to be playing a character this week that I'm very excited about. We're back with the same gang. Spectre will be the keeper this week.
Hi.
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 Don't fuck up.
And we have decided as a group that each week we will be leveling up our characters, which is not at all how Monster of the Week usually works. We've just decided it would be fun, so why not? So, yeah, I mean, it's all open to interpretation. I see the hand wave there. It's all whatever. But, typically, rules as written, you gain experience whenever you get a total of 6 or less, basically whenever you fail. So you get experience that way, and then you can level up. None of us got that much experience, but we've decided to level up our characters anyway. So Spectre, I thought it would be a good idea to go around the group and just see what everyone decided to change, how they decided to level up. Would you like to lead that, or would you like me to do that?
You can do that because Eggs is taking a back seat this round, so.
Just got that hit really hard with the sleepy juice.
All right. So, let's get started with Alex. How did you level up your character?
I went the simple route because I figured not to torture everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That I just went with +1 to sharp.
Okay. Cool.
So.
Nice. Frank. How'd you level up Frank?
Frank Perlman. I decided to get another move from a playbook, and I chose, since Frank is the wrong, I chose the professional playbook, and I got leave no one behind. Feel like Frank is the type of person to just leave no one behind, as experience from last time where he pushed his friends out of danger.
Yeah, this wasn't at all inspired by last week's session, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Just in case it happens again, I'll have something for it.
Nice. Awesome. TD, how did you level up June?
So June kept it simple. He just took a point in cool, so he went from a 0 to a +1.
Excellent. Cass, how did you level up Hurt?
So I'm the monstrous, so I picked take their monstrous move, and under monstrous, you can become immortal. Seems good. You do not age or sicken, and whenever you suffer harm, you suffer 1 less.
Nice.
So took that one.
Seems great.
Nice, excellent.
Now I'll watch my kids as they age and die, and I won't.
No. You're just going through second puberty. This is totally normal for werewolves. You guys have your first well, actually, this will be third puberty. First puberty is when you become an adult by human standards. Second puberty is your werewolf trained. Then third one is when you become immortal.
Exactly.
I watch everyone love and die and become dust.
And I think I'm the last one. So, I'm playing the Initiate. My character's name is Harlow, and her pronouns are she, her. I kind of went a little fortune telly with them, so they're a mystic who can read runes and tell fortunes, / like minorly predict the future. They also have a feature of that old black magic, but leveling up wise, I took Precise Strike from the Expert's Playbook, I believe, or the Professional's Playbook, I can't remember. So basically, when you inflict harm on a monster, you can aim for a weak spot, where I roll plus tough, and on a 10 plus, you inflict +2 harm. On a 7 and 9, I can inflict 1. So there is like a minor like chance that if I miss, I leave myself open to the monster, which I know Spectre will fully take advantage of, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. Far away with my sniper rifle. So yeah. Alright, Spectre. The game is in your hands now. I'm ready to be a player.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 This intro is going to exclude Alex for a moment.
All by myself.
I didn't get in the van.
Got in the van. Might
Nah.
be sleepy.
Oh,
At least we're
fantastic.
together.
So, everybody else. You wake up. You're kind of cold. It's not uncomfortable, but you definitely would have preferred to have a jacket at the moment. Your head, it's not throbbing, but you definitely feel disoriented, a bit dizzy. There's a weird taste in your mouth, almost metallic, but not quite.
Hate it already.
And
Like
You look
sucking
around.
on a bunch of pennies.
you look around. Man, I'm so
Oh,
glad
chloroform.
coins aren't silver anymore, or else Kurt would cannot suck on its coins. Anyway, you look around and you see that you're kind of in what looks to be a walk-in freezer. There's shelves with some boxes that have fruits. You can see some vegetables. It kind of has that weird kind of fast food smell of a bit oily, almost stale despite all the produce in front of you. And it's just kind of that refrigerator cold. And when you don't remember how you got here, you remember being on the truck, you remember the smell of the gas, and you're just kind of confused and disoriented. What would you like to do?
Are we
So
restrained?
are we all?
Sorry.
Everyone except Alex right now is in this walk-in freezer.
But we're not tied up, right?
You're not tied up.
Is there a door? Sorry. Give me a second.
Yeah, there is a door. Do you try it?
Sure.
You realize you're locked inside a walk-in freezer. And you start to realize you hear someone outside. And while you can't quite understand what they're saying, you do hear the AC kick on, and it starts to get extremely colder. Whatever you're doing, you and this produce are gonna get freezed out.
What kind of produce is around?
Just like some vegetables. For example, you see some broccoli, you see some tomatoes, onions. You see some apples, stuff like
Mangoes?
I
Did you
take
just say
some
egos?
tomatoes.
No mangoes. Are there any mangoes?
that. Sure, there's mangoes.
I take some tomatoes and apples and just stuff them in my trench coat.
Beautiful.
June definitely takes a mango or two.
Man, I really
It's
should
free,
have
right?
taken the telepathy.
Where are we?
Is there a vent where all the heat's being sucked out of?
Well, the heat isn't being sucked out, but it's like an actual walk-in freezer. There is a vent that is blowing in cold air. And you realize that it is starting to get colder. This more refrigerated atmosphere that you've been sleeping in and just woke up is now becoming more of a freezer atmosphere.
I'm
What
a physics major. Oh, sorry. Say your
Go
thing.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was gonna just do your thing.
June walks over to the door. Is there a button or a handle or anything to get out, or is it just sealed from the outside?
There is no handle. You imagine that when it isn't locked from the outside, you would probably be able to just push it open.
Seems like we're trapped in here.
Can I just like change into my form and then kind of just punch through the vent?
Yeah. Make a. Let me pull it up. Make a kick some ass roll.
I need dice. Dice will probably be good for this game. What are they?
2d6.
Oh, please. Seven plus 2, so 9.
Awesome. You definitely break the vent, and you kind of see that there's like a fan, and it goes. And luckily, you seem to somehow broke it, but you're not sure you definitely in your wolf form would be able to crawl out or anything.
No, but at least we're not getting more cold.
No, true.
So, like, Carlo does not really like this situation.
You also realize, real quick, sorry to interrupt you.
What?
Any weapons that you are carrying that is large sized is not on your person. Ammo and anything that's small, you still have with you. But it seems your guns and stuff are gone.
I am a weapon.
You are the weapon.
Would a 9mm that I might keep hidden on me be with me?
I'll justify that. But I'm just saying, something like a shotgun would definitely not be on your person anymore.
No more giant claymore sword.
I reach in the deepest part of my trousers and pull out my 9mm. Still got it.
Is that for you?
Well, you gotta keep an extra one just in case.
Fair enough.
Eggs is kind of
Please.
in the corner being like, oh god, Alex isn't here. Oh man, do you think he's okay? Oh gosh. And Eggs looks around on their person and grabs a radio. And they try to call Alex. He has a ham radio in his car. Like maybe we can like contact him. Alex, fuck! I think these walls are too thick.
And then Eggs remembers a very, very loud screaming voice inside their head. Remember to always go to the car. When shit hits the fan, we go in the car and leave.
Oh man.
Okay. June reaches into his pocket and he still has his little multi-tool, right? It's small.
Yes.
Okay, so he unfolds it. It's not like a Swiss Army knife. It's one of those foldable, double latch with it has like pliers on there, a little knife. You know the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
One of these.
he's gonna. Yeah, no, not one of those.
No.
They're bigger,
Well,
but okay, he's gonna take his multi tool, his pocket knife multi tool, and he's gonna try to see if he can jimmy the door open.
And I'm
okay.
gonna just stand beside him, like kind of out of sight, if he happens to get the door open, just as a, to lash out at somebody opens the door from the other side.
Okay. Roll. I need you, while you're trying to like jimmy the door open and stuff, roll me an act under pressure.
Cool.
4 and 2 is 6, 7.
You mess with it. You try to get it.
Cool.
What was that?
That was
What
my
was
phone,
that?
sorry. Problem
Sorry,
solved.
but-
The door yells at June.
You try to jimmy it and stuff, and you feel like you are able to like tell that there's some type of latch, not like a complicated lock mechanism that's keeping you out, but you're not able to, with your tool, get it.
Yeah, and I definitely don't want to break the tool. Okay. Oh, I can't get it. Oh, I fucking forgot my accent. Couldn't get it. I can't get it. I'll figure it out.
Me with eggs. Just some type of voice I remember.
It's cold's making you sound different.
It's very cold in here, okay?
It's a Manchurian candidate! Look out!
I think this door needs a little bit more finessing. And Frank walks 10 paces away from the door and just runs into it and tries to knock it down.
Yeah. Roll me a tough, just a 2d6 plus your tough.
2d6 plus a tough.
Cool.
Ooh, that's bad. 4 plus 2, which is 6.
Can I do something in the background while they're doing all of this?
Yes, you can, but real fast. You just slam against the door. Now your shoulder kind of hurts. And you hear from the other side, oh, fuck, I think they're awake now.
Great.
Can I like roar intimidatingly and then like just like try to drop kick the door open?
You can if you want to roll some kick some ass.
Roll high. 8.
You definitely hear kind of a gasping sound from the other side, like someone's shocked. However, it doesn't seem to be enough at the moment. What were you wanting to do, Lars?
So I've got some moves that I wanted to try to do earlier that I kind of just want to do in the background while all of this is happening. So I have one move. When you are in good standing with your sect at the beginning of each mystery, I can roll charm to get some useful information.
Okay, roll.
Ooh. That is an 11.
Nice.
This is how we do it.
So, remind me what you just said. Do you ask some questions, or do I just tell you certain stuff?
It just says on a 10 plus, they provide useful information to help in the field. On a 7 to 9, I get a mission associated with the mystery.
So, you get a mission associated with this mystery.
Yeah, and I rolled an 11.
Okay, I thought you said information, not mission.
Yeah,
For a
that was
second.
just if I had rolled a 7 to 9. I'm sorry, I read the whole paragraph. You
It's
can,
okay.
like, DM me the information.
Ooh,
That
secret,
makes
secret,
you feel
secret,
better.
secret.
Secret stuff. Okay.
Why do you think Alex didn't get in the van?
I'm going to send some whispers. Roz understands what that means.
So
This
while
whisper
you-
was brought to you by Amazon Prime.
Thank you, Daddy Bezos.
Daddy Bezos.
If listen, here's the deal. Have you guys, TD Hayes' community and my community, have you heard of Prime Gaming? What? What's Prime
No.
Gaming? You
What is
ask?
Prime Gaming?
Thank you, Cass. Prime Gaming is how you make Daddy Bezos pay for your Twitch subscriptions. If you have Twitch
What?
Prime,
Really?
yes, if you have Twitch Prime, you get one free subscription
It's true.
every single month. It is true. So you can spend you don't even have to spend your money. Spend Jeff Bezos' money. Give it to TD Hayes, give it to your favorite streamer, give it to me, give it to 2Tap, whoever you like.
Disclaimer:
See,
may cause
CTV.
anal leakage. Just kidding.
And extreme balding.
Spend his money.
But you do have to redo it every month. That's the one downside.
Yes, because you can give it to a different streamer every month.
This is true.
Anyway, now that I've derailed everything while waiting for this DM, there was the second thing that I wanted to do in the background, which is called Fortunes. Once per mystery, I can do this. I can look at what the future holds. I roll a weird, and on a 10 plus, I hold 3, and on a 7 to 9, I hold 1.
Tell me that again in 5 seconds while I finish typing.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm
Can we
sorry.
get a countdown in
I
chat?
heard words that you said, and I'm like, this is directed at me. This is no longer a promo for Amazon.
I'm sorry. No, that promo was not for Amazon. That promo was to spend someone's money that's not
So,
yours.
Hey, you like Jeff Bezos. I understand.
Bezo buddies.
I don't like him. I want to diminish his fortune, but we're not going to talk about my political
goals.
beliefs on redistributing the wealth on
That's
Twitch.
a whole
Molotov
nother
cocktail.
tabletop RPG.
Molotov cocktail.
Okay, I feel like this is a decent amount of information you have, Lois. What else did you want to do in the background?
Right.
You wanted to do a special.
Love. Hey, hold on a second. Make sure you keep that right there, okay? Hey, go on. Don't worry about this, Spectre. Don't worry at all.
He's reading my thing. He's got someone's stream up. He's reading the information, I feel.
What the fuck are you showing me?
I've got one viewer and it's Savale! And he's reading the secrets!
Busted!
I only have one viewer, what's the harm? And I see Savale start to like mysteriously lean in towards the screen. It's him! He's fucking reading the mystery!
Yep.
Anyway, luckily I read
I have it
fast, and
paused,
I know-
too.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh, busted. So busted.
Oh, I'm not hiding this shit.
Oh, that's amazing.
I
I
wanted
knew Lods was going to do it, so.
to tell a fortune.
You want to tell a fortune?
Once per mystery, I can use my techniques to see what the future holds. Essentially, if I'm successful, I can hold a certain number of actions. So, have a useful object ready, be somewhere you are needed just in time, take +1 forward, give +1 forward to another player, or retroactively warn someone about an attack that doesn't happen. so that it doesn't happen. So basically, you guys would watch as Harlow reaches into her like kind of oversized black jean jacket and pulls out this like velvety bag, and you just hear like a shaking of things, and you hear clacking of like stones on the freezer floor, and you see a bunch of rune stones that she's sitting over and reading. And now I will roll for that, Spectre, if it's okay.
Do it. Amaze me.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ha 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 ha. The luck is in my favor tonight because I rolled a 10. 6 and a 4.
Must be nice.
Nice.
So I get to hold 3.
I don't have your character sheet up, so like all of you can just tell me whatever the fuck, and I probably will believe you within reason.
Okay, I roll a 12, I automatically win. Fuck you, I kill all the vampires. Alex is
Fuck you,
amazing,
fuck the
he gets all
vampires.
the women, and see.
So you hold 3 laws?
Yeah.
And they all have STDs.
Damn. Is there anything that you want to hold right now, or are you just going to, you know, save it for a moment type of thing?
They are not going to use anything at this time. But I think Harlow, while people are like trying to bust down the door and stuff, is gonna start looking at that vent to see if maybe the werewolf is just too big, or if one of us could fit through there. Like, Eggsy's pretty scrawny, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Could I
maybe Frank.
could I kind of just pick up Eggsy and just kind of like lift her up to see, you know, does
Well,
the thing fit?
I didn't say anything out loud yet. Harlow's just
True.
looking. And then, like, maybe you notice that she starts, like, she's got a very serious face on, and she kind of starts sizing you all up. Maybe in a little bit of a weird way.
One of them. She's one of them.
Harlow.
Ooh, there's something on my shirt. You want a mango?
Harlow goes, no, you're
you
too
looking at
big.
me?
You're too big to fit. Is all she says. Like, she's not explaining any of her thinking. Like, you can't fit, so don't worry about
Could
it.
I, hearing that, then could I like walk up to Eggs and just kind of sniff
Oh.
Eggs, and then kind of just pick her up nonchalantly and just kind of like lift her up to the hole to see if she would potentially fit?
Oh, hey, what the fuck you doing? I only let Alex touch me like that.
Oh my god.
I need an adult. I need an adult. I need an adult.
I need more of an adult, please.
I do not consent to this.
I then put her down
Him. Isn't
very
Eggsy a him?
nicely.
Yeah, Aches has a dick.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you can be a lady with a dick. But...
Wait. Hold up. No, Eggs has 2 dicks.
What? No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Eggs still has the bag.
His breakfast and the one in his pants.
See, I got my boy. I got his
Big
back,
dicks.
even when I'm not there.
Right. So that being said, remind me what Frank looks like, because I can't remember if Frank is like a bigger person or if they're
Frank is a bigger person. He's just he's pretty big. He's just
Are you just
old
saying that
looking.
because you don't want to go in the hole?
Look, I don't like tight spaces, okay? Don't put me in there. It gives me flashbacks.
Want to
For
know
all decency, I'm staying quiet.
vampires in coffins?
So Harlow is gonna look at Eggsy and go, "It's you or me." They're the only 2 people who will fit in the hole.
Yeah, probably. Like I was saying earlier, the vent system that Kurt was able to stop the freezer system with, it was too big for his werewolf form, but it probably could fit, eggs or a hollow just because of their petite overall stature.
I'll revert back to human form.
No longer fluffy.
I'm no longer fluffy for now.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
The hairballs are the only bad thing. And the kids, I guess. That can be complicated, but that's another day. So which one of you is probably in better hand-to-hand combat, since you may have to deal with some assholes outside before opening the door for us?
Sarcastically, Harlow is just gonna point a thumb at Eggsy and go, definitely him.
Well, hey, guys, I do have a radio that I can contact Alex, who's in the outside. Yeah.
Anybody have any better ideas?
I don't really trust that kid. He's a little. How about
fight.
you? And I point to Harlow, which I don't know her name at this point, but I seen you handle the rifle. Seems you can handle yourself.
She nods. Because I'd be lying if I wasn't in a sticky situation before. And she goes, if you all want, I don't like small spaces either, but I can do it. But what do you think?
June walks up. He takes his multi-tool out of his pocket. He's like, here, maybe take this. Maybe you need.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Frank. You have that gun?
Yeah.
You should give that to our friend who's going to be traveling outside just as a precaution.
It's
Would
a
I
little
s-
dirty.
Would I still have my hand axe?
If you can right now justify a way that you hit it. Kind of like how Frank kept his gun down his pants.
Could I say it's like strapped to my back under my jacket?
I'll allow it.
Now
That's
say
pretty
Yeah, well, these people don't really pat their victims down, do they?
All the big guns, they just kind of threw you in.
Actually, who are these people keeping us here? I thought we were supposed to meet up with our boss in the van.
Well, right now they're a
Yeah.
bunch of assholes.
Well,
We're freezing.
yes.
As far as they know, we're freezing to death in here.
Hello goes,
Alright,
I don't
well-
know who these people are, but they're definitely not our boss.
I mean, you the one who said that, like, we would meet Mr. Howe, right?
Well, he was in the truck with us. He waved us over there.
Oh
She's-
god, wait. Where's the pretty vampire lady? Where's Valerie? Wasn't she in here with us too?
Where is Valerie?
Should have done.
Oh, fuck.
Cutscene,
known.
Alex and Valerie in a motel room. That's why he's not here right now, everybody.
I don't remember a happy ending for Alex.
Meanwhile, he's in a strip club.
Oh man.
I told you.
So Harlow is gonna turn to Eggsy and go, if I can make it somewhere to call Alex, I will. And hold out her hand for the radio.
How about you attack anybody who's gonna attack me and I just call Alex?
You think you're gonna come with me? With your radio?
I mean, I don't really know you.
Okay.
You're the one who's to get in the van and look where we are now.
She bends
You're
down
kind
to...
Suspicious lady.
Are you, like, standing up or are you kneeling down? Like on the ground?
Crisscross applesauce on the ground.
So
Just
Harlow will,
yelling at you
like...
with a pointed finger.
That's a cold ground.
She'll kneel down on the ground and like kind of smile at you in a way that like should make you uncomfortable, and she goes, "Then you can lead the way." And she'll like reach into her jacket, just pull out her hand axe.
And then I'll transform behind them, and then kind of just get on my knees and put my hands out like I want to give them a boost.
I'm 26
Wait, what?
I am 26 years old. How dare all of you?
Then act like it.
Ooh.
Fine. Eggs is going to get into Kurt's hands and do the boost up towards the vent.
Harlow will follow.
And then I'm just ready by the door when it opens, but kind of out of sight if they open the door. So, you know, if it looks like somebody I don't recognize, then I'll lash out at them.
Laws just sent a gif in the chat that I think she's talking about herself.
Laws is role-playing a person with 2 brain cells. I see how it is.
This is how aliens feel about our planet.
Who's the person who showed the secret on screen? Anyways,
What?
Speaking of the secret, so we flash to Alex driving in his car. He got gas, you know, he was just stopping casually. He knows the general direction the van was going. No big deal. They're away from the monsters in the library. It's fucking cool. Alex, you hear over your radio Eggsy and kind of a broken, somewhat statically, but you get the gist of what Eggsy is saying. Alex, come in, Alex. We fucked up. I didn't listen to you. Where the fuck are you? Harlow, where the fuck is this place?
Just listening in. Turn it over.
Alex, like I don't know what happened, but there was something wrong with the van. We're in this. Is this a warehouse? You hear Eggsy seemingly going on and off, accidentally clicking the thing on the radio, just talking to Hollow, trying to get a good idea of what the location is.
Hey, Spectre, can you make me a 2d6 roll and tell me if it's high or low? I'm trying to decide how I want to respond to this.
Spicy, I like it.
Right in the middle of 6. A 1.5.
So, responds with a whole entire truck response of like 10-9er, you know, it's been a hard night, just driving through Seattle, heading up to Vancouver, whole entire thing, not really thinking anything about it, just fucking with eggs.
Alex, is that you? I'm having a difficult time hearing you. Holly, what the fuck is this? I know. You just hear some more rambling, and you kind of hear Eggsy gets a bit quiet and quieter, kind of more difficult to hear over the radio.
Eggs, I lost the train. Do you know your location at all?
I can see out the. What the fuck are they? Holy shit! I can see the. Gosh, I'm spacing what this is called. Water tower. God damn it! I can see the water tower outside this building a little bit. We're probably like only a block or so away. Like I said, it's a type of. Holy shit! Hollow, what the fuck? And you kind of hear some argument. You kind of hear a distressed feminine voice. And Eggsy's, it's not responding.
need to make a sharp roll to know which water tower, or is it the one in northern Seattle?
I would just say that you would probably know the general idea and you can start heading towards that location if you want.
Okay. So,
And you're probably about 5 minutes away or so.
okay. So, based off of that, I still have all of my equipment, correct?
Hell yeah, baby.
Okay. So, pretty much, just for clarification purposes, did eggs give me any directional signifiers for the facing of the water tower?
Just that he knows that everyone is in some type of warehouse, and it seems to be a block away from the water tower.
Okay.
You know that you're about 5 minutes away from the water tower. So
Okay. Just want to make sure because, like, if it says like Seattle over, whether it's by the S, E, stuff like that, kind of thing. Okay. So, do a perimeter kind of sweep around it, see which warehouses are kind of up and sketchy, so to speak.
you see like one driving by near the water tower. You see like something that seems to be like a train warehouse. You see some stuff looks to be like a resident district, a water type building that's like right next to like water purification. That's like right next to the water tower. You see like some type of like home goods, probably like a food facility, just stuff like that. But there's probably, you would say, either the water facility or the food place is your best bet.
Would you like me to make a sharp to make the decision?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Do.
Due to the information that Eggsy gave you, you should have a general idea of what it is. So,
Just making sure. So that's going to be a 12. So I'm assuming the food facility.
yep, Eggsy did mention a refrigerator.
Okay. So I'm going to try and check around, like just basic perimeter sweep around the building, see if there's anyone outside, make comments on any vehicles or anything, like just try and get the lay of the land, and then also check to see if there is any like sniping points.
So it's, I mean, like you guys went to the library itself in the early morning. Now it's not noon yet, but we're getting kind of close. Well, afternoonish, just because of all that reading everybody did. Excuse any bell sounds, my cat is playing.
Meow?
He has not meowed yet. Your fingers are saved. But, so, trying to reestablish my train of thought. There are people there. There are definitely people there. You see some trucks and stuff. It looks like, you know, it's probably a place where a lot of people do stock up on the delivery before going around town and delivering different types of produce to whatever restaurants or buildings need it, whatever grocery stores. But
Okay.
nothing looks per se aggressive, but there's definitely a presence of a lot of people there.
Okay.
I would say the best sniping point would be the water tower itself.
Okay. Sharp roll to discern any and all vampires, or no?
You do not see any indication of a single vampire among any of these people.
Okay.
Not only are they, a lot of them going out into the daylight, loading their trucks or anything, but none of them even have that general sense of present, like the paleness or the how a corpse gets a bit of that pastiness, paleness, like a vampire does. But I will ask you to roll a sharp real fast to see if you notice anything else about these people.
That is going to be a 10.
Some people you can't exactly put your finger on it, but if something dumb that Eggsy would probably point out. Their skin just doesn't fit. And that's all you can really say about them. They just look like they're stretched a bit thin somehow. Maybe they're not eating well despite working at this place. Maybe there's just some type of sickness going on that you weren't presently aware of. They just look tight.
Okay. So it's more of like pretty much the skin's pulled back, so to speak, right? Or is it more like the stomach is pushed in?
Their whole body. Sometimes, like some people, they're very knobby, just like maybe they're just a bony person. Others, they look borderline, almost anorexic with how thin and tight and pulling their skin is. You do notice, though not often, like common with any of the people that you're seeing, every once in a while they would look young, but their skin is saggy, still not fitting them somehow.
Okay. Cross-check with the journal, see if there's any connections to this building, to any of the families, or any information that may pertain to that.
I would say that you don't have any evidence about skin tightness. You don't have any stuff about skin sagging. The only like closest thing is just probably, like some type of weird Ed Gein or like Silence of the Lambs stuff. But it's the 70s. We don't have Silence of the Lambs. Just something of like
Truly a
if
horror
someone
itself.
wore, if
Sorry.
people are wearing skin. What did he say?
I said that's truly a horror in and of itself.
No Silence of the Lambs. But I will give you one more action to do before I switch over to the rest of the group.
I will try and get a sniping position set up on the water tower. Have the car a little bit back away. That way it looks like it belongs somewhere. And just kind of set up just in case.
I will have you roll one more sharp to make sure you're not seen. Or you're
11.
just weapon in general.
Gotcha.
Because this
11.
water tower is right next to the place.
Oh, yeah.
My cat is going crazy with the bell.
And mine wants up. So I got an 11. Gotta love Google Dice. They love me. Don't know why.
Yeah, I would say that you probably get up there. If someone does look towards your way, they're like, oh, it's right next to the water purification plant. And they won't think a second thought about it.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Signal.
Loz, do you have anything that you want to do real fast? You can either say it out loud or send it to me in private message.
And watching the Discord,
I mean,
watching the stream.
Tivoli is gonna know everything anyway. So Harlow is going to pull out any of Eggsy's weapons that he's missing. You're gonna need these.
Oh, what the fuck? Hollow, why do you have that?
Listen, I woke up first, thought they could be useful. I'm sorry, I didn't really know what to do. I thought I was the only one who was gonna wake up, so I started scavenging, and she's gonna like open up her jacket and show that she's got like everyone's weapons like hidden on
You
her.
want to buy some watches, kid?
Wait, what?
Want to buy some watches?
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
a type of trend.
She's got like weapons everywhere. So like any of the weapons that are missing, Harlow has, and she's like, I just wanted to be prepared in case I was the only one who woke up.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Oh,
Can I have my shotgun back?
Frank, you are not outside at the moment.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
And so she goes, sorry,
Hollow, I
Izzy.
want you to make a shock roll real fast once you get out of the vent with eggs.
Okay. I'm gonna roll these dice that have been blessing me all evening. A 9. It's not the worst.
Ooh.
You do like a brief look around while Eggsy is freaking out over the radio towards Alex, and you notice you're definitely in a warehouse, storage facility. It looks to be some type of place where they load and unload produce and stuff. There's probably about 10 to 15 people around. You and Eggsy, yet to be noticed. You are in an area with other refrigerators as well.
I would like to retroactively warn people.
As in, when you were on this inside?
I'm trying to decide. Part of me wants to retroactively warn 2 groups of people. Arlo, while Eggy is distracted, she would like to warn the people outside the cooler, not to hurt the people coming out the cooler.
Interesting. Okay. I'll note that down.
She doesn't want to spoil anything, is the way that she's going to phrase it.
This is how people get hurt.
Okay.
Someone's gonna get a werewolf claw to the face.
Eggsy's having some trouble connecting with Alex because of their warehouse and everything. He's gonna also see a lot of these people and kind of, you can see his heart drop a little bit. He's scared. And he whispers towards you, we have to get them out. Like, come on. Like, holy shit, look at all these other freezers. Do you think there's other people in there too?
Probably. She just like shrugs it off and goes, I don't know. But do I have a room full of freezers?
Oh.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally, for some reason, left.
I'm done. I'm out. Fuck you. I'm going home.
Harlow looks at Eggsy and goes, should we... I feel like... Does it look like a situation where they can, like, sneak around?
If you roll well, yes. I would say we'll act under pressure. And I'll roll 1 too for Eggsies.
Okay, I have a -1 to cool, so this might not go well. It's a 7.
Eggsies rolled a 10 plus 2.
Let's go.
That's the first good roll I did as this character.
Alex would be proud. Maybe.
For whatever reason, if it was the 80s and action films were popular, like the spy ones, which they aren't right now, it's more of disaster movies, but Eggsies could star in one. Just the cool flip, the slide, all this stuff that probably would have been cool if anyone else but you saw it. But it's not like you're going to say anything. And Eggsies manages to unlock the freezer. You help, but you're not as majestic getting off the freezer, unfortunately, Harlow.
Yeah, Harlow's too weighed down by everyone else's weapons. And as soon as everyone starts to wander out, Harlow just starts like dumping in a pile in front of her all the weapons she's lifted off of everyone's sleeping bodies and just like goes, look what I found.
a nice loud clanking noise. Clank, clank, psh, of guns and other weapons and tools and a, cricket bat just hitting the floor.
See? You got it back.
Do I smell anybody familiar? That's not that wasn't already in the freezer.
Opening the door, you kind of look around and everybody sees there is about 10 or so people, probably a little bit more, that are just doing their daily jobs, loading, unloading. There's like crates and stuff around. You would say that you smell some familiar scents, but it's not necessarily people per se. It's like sometimes you're like, oh, it must be like just produce. Other times you're like, it smells a bit too chemically for a place like this. There's a strong chemical scent and there's a strong salt scent that you probably have smelled, being a more lumberjacky wolf character.
Okay.
Being a woodsman, I should probably say, versus lumberjacky, to have you a bit more on the right cue. What's everybody doing? You just got outside, you're in a warehouse. You're kinda
I pick up
surrounded.
my shotgun on the floor.
Is there a first aid kit anywhere?
You don't see one right away, but looking around, you do see that there does seem to be some type of office area that they probably keep some paperwork or like a lunchroom. You imagine this place is probably up to some type of health code. There should be a first aid kit if you go up there and look.
I will sneakily go up there and look because I'm barely stable.
Roll and act under pressure. You're going to go up the stairs of this facility towards the office/casual lounge room.
4.
Cool, baby.
Because my dice.
Hey, Spectre,
Yeah.
can I log the action that if I see any of them kind of act aggressively in charging into the facility, take a shot?
Roll a shop right now to see if you see Kurt.
Oh, I was just saying, like, if the people outside like start running in as it's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just logging that action.
Totally. I will give you that.
Okay.
Okay, so Kurt, you're like, I can sneak. I'm in my human form. I'm not a big ass wolf. Doesn't make you any stealthier. You accidentally bang, clang, you hit some doors, you're loud stepping. You catch the attention of, let me roll. I'm so sorry.
That's not good.
Catch the attention of 6 people. They immediately turn towards your way and see you. I want everybody else to make a quick shop roll to see if you're also seen while Kurt is going off on his own. Frank, June.
I got an 8.
You got a 4.
Oh.
I had 7 as the minimum. Okay. Nice.
You know what? I'll drop a luck. Fuck it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the mundane special as well. When you spend a point of luck, you'll find something weird, maybe unuseful. Speaking of which, I forgot. I have one of those left over from last week that I just remembered about. I'm not going to bring it out yet, but just a reminder to you guys. I'll ask about it, I guess. I forgot.
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
same thing for me, but we can talk about it later.
Okay. I would say, wait, I need a roll for eggs. And laws, I need Hollow's roll. I miss laws. Anyway. Eggs roll is fine.
Muted.
We didn't
I was
notice.
like, why can't they hear me?
I'm gonna kill you off immediately.
Death,
So I
death,
don't know what I'm
double, evil,
rolling
evil.
for.
You rolled a 4 too?
No. I rolled, but I don't know what I'm rolling for. Like,
Oh, roll sharp to see if you would notice that Kurt is being obnoxiously loud and be able to hide yourself before Kurt gets seen and other people look around.
I rolled an 11.
You good. Okay. Eggs rolled an 8 as well, so he's good since the minimum is 7. And June spent a luck. Okay, I would say that you guys don't have the chance to stop Kurt from being embarrassingly loud, but you definitely do have a chance to kind of duck around in the corner. June, I will say that you kind of squatting down, you see a weird, like, little chain thing that kind of looks like it would go on, like, a backpack or some keys, and you pick it up. It's a rabbit's foot. It's a special rabbit's foot where you can use it once per mystery, and you will get an automatic crit, like a 12 plus, but your roll right after will be in disadvantage, and you would have to automatically fail.
Okay. Okay, that's juicy. I like it.
Okay.
So if someone was willing to drop some channel points, would they be able to switch that disadvantage to an advantage?
You
Or
cannot
cancel it.
influence your own game with channel
Okay.
points.
Okay.
I do like the thought, though.
You can give the advantage towards me. I promise I won't do anything bad with it.
No, you can't use channel points to influence your own game.
So, chat, head on over to twitch.tv/log2010.
Yeah, so I have channel points for those of you watching where you can name a character in the campaign. You can force a critical failure, force a natural 20 or critical success, give disadvantage or advantage to people. Lots of fun ones for tabletop RPGs.
I gave Laws some advantage the other day because I like seeing people fail.
You did, and unfortunately, I didn't get to use it, and I'm really sad because it doesn't carry over to the next session.
Fuck. Anyway,
I know.
Kurt, you realize as you kind of get to the door, there's only probably about 1 or 2 people in the office, and you do see the first aid, I will say. However, these 6 other people that see you, they turn immediately towards you, and you start seeing them jerk around very unnaturally, this weird twitching thing. You see what, about the size of rats underneath the skin, start moving around. And I will say about 3 of them turn into the blobs that you saw at the museum. They completely just ooze out of the skin itself into this black, massy, larger creature.
Okay, so then I will transform again and then run towards the first aid kit.
Roll me a act under pressure.
Why that one?
Because you're not good at it.
Don't let her see you don't let them see you panic.
6.
One of the people inside, they immediately inside the office, like I said, there's only about 2 or 3. I'm gonna say 2 because I like you, Kurt. One of the people, they see you and they immediately try to stop you from coming in. They hit you with a chair And I will say that it would have done 1 harm, but because of your immortal thing, you get 1 less harm, correct?
Correct.
It definitely hurts if the chair smashes onto you, but right now you start seeing 2 people in your way, and one of them starts doing the unnatural jerking as if their bones in the inside are being rearranged, and the ooze starts seeping out. You probably have about 30 seconds to get to the first aid kick, or 30 seconds to run and try to get back to your friends.
Can I do both?
If you roll high enough, sure. But I would say I will give you a guarantee for one of them. But if you want to try for both, gods of fate, may they be in your favor.
All right, we're gonna go for both.
Okay.
Let's go.
This is a act under pressure again.
Okay, we're gonna use luck because this is bullshit.
New dice. Put them in dice jail.
Cass has so many dice. Like,
Or
and none
just
of
get a
them roll
hammer.
for him. None of them roll well.
Somehow, miraculously, it's almost as time slows down, that gooing ooze, you manage to run right by it, grab the first aid, the other person seemingly trying to grab something else, but then they start twitching too as the ooze starts seeping out of them, and you just dart with your werewolf speed, probably like 20, 30 miles. You don't even see the other people as you're running down the stairs, and you are heading back towards your friend. Alex, you start seeing some people on the inside stop working and turn towards the building. Some of them unnaturally jerking and twisting their own bodies. This tightness of their skin is even more perplexing and just downright wrong, as, while not oozing as the people are seeing on the inside, you can definitely see their body being rearranged, and they start heading in.
Also, when I spend a point of luck, and you guys didn't do this on the last session, so this one needs to be decided. But when I spend a point of luck for my monster special, I get my monster side gains power, or my curse becomes stronger, or another breed disadvantage may manifest. It's kind of up to you.
About to discuss what Lars wants, but I'm going to say, due to the fact that you were dependent on your werewolf speed and agility, your curse worsens.
I would agree with that.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
What's your monstrous curse?
Silver. I get +1 harm, and I have to act under pressure to use my powers if I'm bound by it or surrounded by it.
So I would run it as taking 2 harm or
Mhm.
something along those lines, but this isn't my game.
That's what I was gonna say, is you would take 2 harm from silver.
Okay. And then there's one that's still missing.
I don't really want to. I mean, that's up to Spectre, but I don't really like to retcon that kind of stuff. Because, like, that's my bad as a GM for not, like, pointing it out, right? So, I don't know. I don't really like retroactively punishing people unless you want to just do +3 for silvered items. Because that's what I would have picked last week.
It could be good or bad. It's up to you. If you want to make them all bad, then so be it. But
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe he gets a little bit softer, or he's like flowers or something.
Okay, we can do a good one.
this is your monster side gains power. Your curse may become stronger, or another breed disadvantage may manifest. So I interpret that as you will.
I need to pull up your character sheet. Do you want to move on and I can
I
like
was doing it. Yep.
message them?
I was just gonna say that you probably will have to spend a bit more time in your wolf form now, as kind of more dependent on your curse versus, silver hurting worse.
Okay.
But, yes, Alex, you do see people start acting weird. I will give you 2 actions before I switch back to the other group.
Okay.
Since the other thing is happening kind of fast.
Gotcha. So take a shot. I'm assuming kick ass, which would be a tough roll. That's a 9.
I will say that you definitely hit the shoulder, the body mass of one of the people, and it causes about 4 of them to start looking around, but the majority start heading in.
So 2 harm on one of the individuals. Just to clarify, is the radio that me and Eggs were communicating on like just a regular ham radio kind of thing? Or theoretically, could I make a broadcast to the cops?
I would say it's a ham radio that would be put into your car, so it's basically open to any station.
Okay. As the keeper, do I need to make a roll to know the police officer's dial number?
I would say yes.
What would you like me to roll?
While you are familiar with this area, so you probably would be more likely to know it, it is, again, you travel around a lot. I'm not sure if you would specifically know that.
Okay. What would you like me to roll?
Probably a sharp.
Okay, that's going to be another 9. So what disadvantage are you putting on me?
I'm not... It takes you a while. If you want to continue, you could probably find it, but you also know there's something going down in this building.
Oh,
and
I'm in the sniping position. I'm staying up here and then calling in pretty much shots fired second I get the right station. Pretty much even if I miss the next shot, take a shot and bullshit police code because I do have a badge and a gun. That's one of my perks.
That's good with me. Okay. I would say that you do eventually find the police code, but since I only was allowing you to have 2 actions, I'm not going to let you do your shot.
Oh yeah. Second it comes up, I'm just reporting it in, and second I get another shot, whether it hits or not, I'm taking it to try and sell the lie that, hey, shots fired, we got current gang violence, because the mob and all that shit is theoretically around. The Russian mob is known in Seattle. So just calling that kind of in and trying to report it.
Sounds good to me. Okay, back to everybody else. You are, while everyone but Kurt is hidden, you guys are now seeing those weird, violent, and aggressive goopy monsters. Goopy monsters kind of suddenly forming out of these people. You see Kurt miraculously, and some god who appreciates them, has a first aid kit and is running towards you guys. What do you do?
June scrambles a bit and picks up his cricket bat as soon as he gets out of the freezer there. He also asks Harlow for Miss Harlow, can I have the pocket, the multi-tool bag?
Harlow is going to pick up her sniper rifle and aim at one of the creatures. If she thinks she can get a good shot, she will try to precise strike a weak spot on it.
Okay. Then can you remind me exactly what the weak spot feature that you just took was, and then also making a roll for attack.
So I think I might have forked myself over with this precise strike because I don't have any tough. I have a plus
You don't
0.
have. Okay, you
Zero
have
to
plus 0.
tough. Plus 0.
Okay.
So it's not
Okay.
like I have a negative, but when you inflict harm on a monster, you can aim for a weak spot. So basically, if I hit with my regular attack, I can inflict +2 harm on a 10+, a +1 harm on a 7 to 9, and if I miss entirely, I leave myself open to the monster. So it's a bonus after I hit.
Okay. Then yeah, roll me kick some ass.
Okay, Dice, you've been so good all evening, and now it is really important that you do well. A 9.
Pretty good.
Or
Yeah,
kick
that's
some
not-
ass.
It's not so bad.
So again, with the 7 to 9, that's you hitting, but it's not you doing the extra damage that a 10+ or a 12+, right?
So I have to roll something different for precise strike. So I would roll kick some ass to see if I hit, and then if I do hit, I do my regular damage, and then since I'm aiming for a weak spot with precise strike, I can roll a tough to see if I get to inflict extra damage.
Okay. Well, I mean, you do hit with a 9, so.
Okay. Because yeah, it says when you inflict harm on a monster, you can specify that you aim for a weak spot, and then I roll a tough. And that's when I roll the 7 to 9 or the 10 to see if I inflict harm. Extra harm. Okay. So we hit 7. 3 and a 4, baby.
Okay, so with that does mean what was your shot again? Because that does mean a hit since it's not a failure.
Yeah, so my sniper rifle does 3 harm from far away, and with the 7 to 9, I get a +1, so that's 4 harm.
If Resident Evil was a game back in the 70s, it's almost as if you saw an oozing red target on one of these goop monsters, and you immediately line it up in a shot, and it just bursts open, kind of spreading a general area with that weird slimy goo. The whole place is starting to smell really unsettlingly meaty and almost rotten.
Yeah, Harlow.
It's very fancy.
Yeah, Harlow reloads and is just gonna hang back.
Frank, you said that. Were you the one who said that you were going to get the cricket bat, or was that you, Jim?
That was me. That was June.
Anything you want to do, Frank?
Yes. So as Harlow's reloading, I'm gonna take out the my shotgun and just if they get close by or they get closer, I'm gonna shoot them with my shotgun.
Okay. Kurt, you might have just muted yourself, but what are you doing? You just ran out of the office. You have the first aid. Are you going to go directly towards your friends? What are you doing? I would say that right now, about 4, 5. So about 6 of the goop monsters, 2 that were in the office, and then 4 that was just on the ground, are mainly targeting and heading towards Kurt at a fast rate, while the other people seemingly are running around getting either weapons themselves or are slowly starting to twitch and jerk.
Hmm. So, damn.
Kurt.
Oh, sorry. You were talking about me in the third person, so that confused me. Okay. I'll just grab the big sword and then. Did I hear that gunshot by chance from outside?
Wait, so are you heading towards your friends then? Towards everybody else?
Well, did I hear that gunshot from outside?
I would say that you definitely heard it, but it'd be while you were running down the stairs. So.
So I will head outside.
Oh, technically. Wait, with your wolf's hearing, I would say that you probably heard 2 gunshots, one from the outside and one on the inside. You still want to run out?
Yeah, I'll head outside.
Okay.
Can I do something?
Yeah. What do you want
Can
to
I
do?
read a bad situation? Shoot, I forgot where that thing was.
Yeah, that's a sharp.
Sharp. Darn it, I forgot the reference. Oh gosh. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. I need to find something real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
I posted it in the Monster of the Week
So,
there.
Kurt, if you want to run,
Oh no, that won't work. Shit.
you sent us your file location.
Yep, that will not work.
Okay. Yeah.
Why is
So
it working?
actually, can I do read a bad situation?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, like I said, roll a sharp. And
Roll
tell me
sharp.
what. Yeah.
I got a 7. So. Oh no, sorry. Okay, yeah, sorry, I misread that. 2, 4, no 1. I got a 5.
It looks like a bad situation.
Oh
That's-
gosh.
Wait. Oh, these are the new rules. Okay, not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck him over.
Well, you don't get your +1 hold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kurt, you're running. I would say that you have, from the general direction that you're at, I would say the stairs is heading towards the freezer area. The outside where a lot of the trucks are is basically parallel to that, but you would have about 3 of these goop monsters, and then about 3 also of just people running around, seemingly trying to also getting ready for a defense, going on the defense.
Hearing. Keep hearing echoes. Hearing that gunshot. Would I be familiar with what that sounded like a pistol, a shotgun, a rifle?
Standard rifle, if anything.
I mean,
Can I look up high, and I'm assuming you said there's a water tower, so I'd probably notice that as a vantage point, and then maybe head towards that.
well, first I'll need you to get through the 6 people that are in your way. So, can you roll? I mean, depending how you want to do this, I'll let you either roll a kick some ass or act under pressure, a tough or a cool.
Can I use magic, even though I don't have magic apparently?
I mean, you can totally do it. Werewolves technically have magic. We can see what happens. With the monstrous feature, yeah.
I don't know
I
what
would
it
say,
is.
yeah, depending what you do. You say you rolled an 8?
I haven't rolled anything.
Sorry. If you want to try to roll some magic and tell me some interesting flair that you're going to try to do it with, then yeah, I'll let you.
Well, the problem is that like I don't know other than transforming and my moves and stuff. I don't like. There's no magic attacks. I'm very confused.
So when you do a weird, it's pretty much you're doing some kind of magic. Even for like spookies and spell slingers, they just roll the weird and then they kind of make the fluff of it.
Yeah, so like under the use magic action that you can take, on a 10 plus, your magic works without issues. Choose your effect. On a 7 to 9, your magic works imperfectly, and you choose an effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide what effect the glitch has. On a 12 plus, the keeper will offer you an added benefit. So, for example, Cass, some of the effects include inflicting harm, 1 harm, ignore armor. Enchant a weapon to give it a +1 harm and plus magic. Do one thing that is beyond human limitations. Bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. Trap a specific person, minion, or monster. Banish a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place of its inhabitants. Summon a monster into the world. Communicate with something that you do not share a language with. Observe another place or time, and heal 1 harm from an injury or cure a disease or neutralize a poison. You can find this in the Monster of the Week Revived Hunter reference sheets that I sent out. It'll give you the typed list as well.
What page? Like all I have is the handbook and the sheets.
I'll resend the reference sheet or ping it in the Monster of the Week chat.
Because yeah, that was too much for me to follow.
Yeah.
So I posted this in the chat, but these are my rules, not necessarily laws. If you roll well and you're able to like say something really cool that you're going to do, whether it be like you're going to like somehow really dive deep into that werewolf side of you, that wolf side of you, and just buff up and manage to either like intimidate or hurt the people around you and just charge right through like a bulldozer. If you roll well, I'll agree. If you don't, I'll tell you the consequences.
I mean, yeah, we have similar rules. I would classify that kind of action as being beyond human limitations, you know? It's just we do things similarly. Why this works, Spectre.
Hell yeah. I was just trying to say that like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to necessarily be like a magic spell. Just like if you somehow say some flair with your werewolf curse and roll well, I'll definitely allow it as a weird roll.
I still don't see it, but okay. I guess we'll do use magic because I have +3. It's my only good stat other than tough. I can't get any better, so. I can't see. I don't see what y'all are talking about for magic. I just see.
So I like pinged it. So what you need to do is click onto like you see how I replied to it.
No. I'm looking at the sheet. I don't see what.
Should be
it's on the second page.
Second page. Use magic.
Mm-hmm.
So
am I looking at a different sheet? Because I don't see use magic.
Here, I'll share my
Monster.
screen.
Or I'm just blind. Which
think
is
you're
probably
blind.
the case. Probably.
Let's all watch Law's stream.
Nope, I don't.
Maybe there's some secrets.
Find a different one.
That I don't already know.
Apparently, I clicked the wrong one. Okay. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, you good?
Well, learn.
Yeah, you're learning.
Yeah, we all figuring it out.
And now, of course, I can't find it.
I'm gonna BRB just 2 seconds.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Can I stop my stream? In Discord?
Okay, here we go. Yeah, so okay, we're gonna try to do the beyond human limitations thing. So just be able to like either jump super fucking high, just like Superman for a second, just to get out of the situation,
Hell yeah.
or you know, or pseudo fly over to that top of that water tower just to get away from these fucks.
Well, I would say right now you're trying to get outside of this building, and then I'll let you do another roll of if you want to try to jump so high and land on the water tower.
Oh sure. Oh okay.
It's like I said. So the scene, you're at the bottom of the stairs. To your left, there's the refrigerators and stuff that you were stored in. To the right, that's where like some trucks are that were loading produce or unloading produce. And then there's about 6 people that are enemies in front of you. So roll weird and tell me what you do.
Well, what's between me and outside, other than the assholes?
You'll be if this goes well, you'll be able to get outside. But at the moment, you're not outside of the building.
No, I got that. What's between me and the door, other than the people?
The trucks at the door.
Okay. And what you're describing, it could be in any direction. So I'm just trying to figure. I don't know.
Oh,
what's
so like
between me and the door.
to your right, there are probably about 4 like loading docks that have like food trucks stuff, and you definitely know that there was a gunshot outside, and there was a gunshot inside. It's just the one gunshot on the inside is where your friends are at by the refrigerators towards the left-hand side of you.
Okay. So then I guess I will run towards the outside. What do I have? What can we do? How about this? We'll summon another monster into the world as a distraction.
Okay, roll me that magic.
Two plus 2 plus 3, so 7.
Okay.
So
You want
effect and a glitch. So you decide the glitch, I guess.
Yeah. I'll say that. What type of like thing did you want to summon? Did you want to just like summon an illusion or an actual like creature?
Something to keep them preoccupied. So, I don't know.
I'm gonna say as your glitch, it will probably be just a type of illusion, and I will say that only half of them, like 3 of the 6, really see this other threat as a real threat, while the other ones are more focused on you. And real fast, I'm going to say that one of the goops is going to head towards you as you're running and heading towards the outside, and I'm going to see if it attacks you.
Okay.
Lots of notes. Okay, so this goop monster that still looks somewhat humanoid. Hi, Moody. Hey, cat meowed. Somewhat humanoid, somewhat bony mass of flesh and just dark, oily gunk. Uses a tentacle and swats at you for close range, a tentacle lash of 4 harm, which you can lower it with your immortality for 3.
Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll use the unquenchable vitality. When I take it home, I can heal myself, so I roll cool. Like, there's no AC in this game, is there? You just automatically get hit.
Can you read that stat block again for me?
Unquenchable vitality. When you have taken harm, you can heal yourself. Roll cool. On a 10, heal 2 harm and stabilize your injuries. On a 7 to 9, heal 1 harm and stabilize your injuries. On a miss, your injuries worsen.
Okay, then yeah, roll for me and tell me what you get.
But like, there's what I was also saying, like, there's no AC in this game. You just automatically get hit with everything.
Unless you have armor.
You do, if you have armor, that can lower the amount of harm that you have, but I rolled an 8, and usually you have to roll like a 7 or above to actually hit something.
Oh, I see. So my shit worsens, so I am dead.
No, you're not dead. You can't be dead. What?
I was already at 3. You guys, these things are
No.
like fucking trucks.
Wait,
Werewolf out!
What?
Does June see all this happening?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is out in the
What
open.
happened to Immortal? Wait, what?
When June sees the tentacle lashing out at Kurt, can he try to help by throwing his cricket bat at this thing's dome?
I mean, yeah, you can certainly try with a dice roll.
Okay. The power of heart. When fighting a monster, if you help someone, don't roll cool. You automatically help as though you rolled a 10.
Because all my dice hate me, apparently.
Real fast.
Could
Just
I?
roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
That is a 1.
I'll say that you see this, your best friend getting just completely already bloodied, hurt, running with whatever God knows energy he has, just gets smacked right across the chest, and you just almost instinctively, right then, throw your cricket bat, and you manage to lessen the blow into a -2, but I would still say that it's not perfect. You did definitely help to make it sure it's not a killing blow, but Kurt still got hurt.
So what am I at? 6 damage?
Yeah, you have one thing left.
Where are we positioned right now? Like Kurt, the mob, and the group.
Okay, so you guys are by the freezers, which is right now behind Kurt. Kurt is in front of you guys. He's more out in the open of the center of the ground, where the East produce and trucks and monsters are.
So,
Bro.
seeing Harlow, although is not super attached to you guys, she
You
doesn't want
keep
anyone to
cutting
die.
out.
Am I cutting out for anyone else?
Just a little,
Just a
I
little.
mean, yeah.
but you seem to be okay now.
Okay, sorry.
It's intermittent.
Harlow is going to use magic and attempt to heal Kurt. And she will use one of her fortunes from earlier, her second hold, to give herself a +1 forward on this roll.
Okay. Impress me, Mods.
Trying to, Spectre. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. Do I add my weird to this?
Since it's magic, then I believe so.
Alright, I have a +3. Heart, don't fail me now. Yes, okay. So I rolled a very nice 9 on the die. +3 is a 12.
Nice.
Let's go.
Hey!
So I went to heal them, which would be heal 1 harm from an injury or cure a disease. And then I was wondering if, because I rolled a 12, we would get an added benefit.
You will get an added benefit.
Yes.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So you get to decide that, right?
Why is no one letting Alex get paid? Come on, my werewolf health could be worth a lot of money to us, but no, we gotta save him.
You don't know. You don't know.
Alex doesn't know the power of friendship.
Yeah, I know the power of
Apparently.
green, motherfuckers! I know the power of green!
Harlow also has to save the werewolf for her boss. Especially knowing that he's immortal now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So immortal.
you know that you have to save these people. This isn't how it's supposed to go. They're not supposed to get hurt like this. And with whatever god or being you believe in, you managed to heal not 1, but 2.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah.
didn't.
Still unstable, but
But
Unstable should be taken off once you're healed.
But it depends on a certain point, because he's still below the threshold.
like he's still
Okay.
technically dying.
yep.
Okay.
So I will say that you felt yourself basically get bitch slapped by a giant tentacle axe-like feeling. It's pretty painful. It fucking sucks. But at the same time, you hear June shouting something about the power of friendship, maybe, or maybe just scream. Your eyes kind of flash for a minute.
Mr. Current, no!
And you feel like you hear something from Hollow, that strange woman, and all of a sudden, it's like your wounds start closing up a little bit. It still hurts like a bitch, but you are feeling much better. But now you have an enemy in front of you. And I will say that these... How many do I have? These 6... Yeah, about 7-ish monsters are starting to notice the rest of you as well, and they start aiming towards you.
Harlow has a question.
Yes, Lost?
Does Harlow know anything about these monsters? Like
fucking trucks.
like all of them are monsters? Like all of the people in this building are monsters like this?
You've seen them hit me twice, only twice, and the second time it pretty much killed me. So they hit like trucks.
Right, but
Do you
asking
want
the keeper.
me to message you this, or do you want me to say it out loud?
I mean, we can just say it out loud at this point.
Intense eyes. Yeah, I would definitely say that Hollow knows. Hi, kitty cat. Hollow definitely knows that all of the people in this building are this type of monster. It's just some of them have a bit tougher forms than the others, and others are a bit weaker.
Okay.
But they're all
We are echoing through someone's mic. I don't know whose it is. Does Harlow bear any resemblance to these monsters?
Your skin's a bit tight.
Oh no.
Not exactly fitting. Probably.
Oh, I don't like that. Harlow is not sure what to do at this moment. they feel surrounded. But they definitely want to get Kurt back with the group.
June definitely feels the same way. Can June take a look around? Is he able to like discern like the best possible way to get out of here? And also, from where he is right now, does he see any like a fire escape, or does he see like a fire axe hanging on a wall, or any type of other weapon? But first things first, he wants to see if he can find a proper way out for the group.
I would say that I'll let you pick. Either roll act under pressure or read a bad situation.
Both are +1. We'll try read. We haven't done a read yet. 8 + 1 is 9.
We can take a flight.
Okay, 9. Oh. What? Did you say something, Cass?
Oh, I was saying I should have just taken flight, and then I could just fly out of here.
That would have been pretty nice. A flying werewolf.
Guess we're doing that next time. To avoid this crap.
So, for a read bad situation, with a 9, you can hold 1. You basically can ask me a couple of different questions.
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah. What's the best way out?
I would say the best way out is probably where Kurt is heading towards those doors. So you probably would need a way to either distract the monsters, maybe either with sacrificing one of you to save the rest, I don't know, or finding a way to just fight through it and have everybody escape, kind of like with the library.
But as far as we know, the moment we touch them, we just keep losing memories, so it's...
Not all the time. That's just a special move that it can do when it hits you.
But we don't know that until now.
You didn't lose memories right then. When it's
And did June see any other weapons that he might be able to use, like a fire axe hanging on a wall or anything like that?
I would say that you probably, well, you don't see a fire escape or anything. You do see like an area that has like the hose fire extinguisher. If you go over there, there will probably be an axe, but it's maybe about 20 or so feet away from you, and you'd have to go out in the open where some of the monsters are.
June saw a fire hose.
Yeah, seeing that it's a warehouse, they probably would have a box that has their own type of fire hose connected up to the system. But, real fast. Oh, you have one more thing you want to do?
I'm cooking up some bullshit. Go ahead, do your stuff first, and then we'll cook up the bullshit.
Alex, you previously mentioned you wanted to do another shot. I'm going to let you do another couple moves. They seem to be rushing in. You swear you hear almost like a pained howl for a moment, but you're not sure what's going on. Goddamn Eggs is being an idiot and not using the radio to talk to you or anything. But then again, it's not like you can bring a radio up a water tower either.
I thought I was radioing in for the police.
Oh shit, yes you are.
Yeah.
I guess, ham radios, can you take them out of a car? It's been forever since I've been around a radio thing like
if they have a battery system, you can transport them. Now, he would have that set up because sniping position.
We already said that. No, we established that. I agree. Well, Eggs is being an idiot and not talking to you about what's going on. So fuck him.
Even if he did, I wouldn't know. I'm trying to get the cops over here. So I'm on a different station.
True. So, I'll give you like 2 more moves again. You hear this wolf howl. You see more people running. But you did say previously you wanted to take a shot.
Yes. So I established a connection with like a police radio, correct?
Yes, I will say that you did get on the police line. It did take you a little bit to find.
Okay, so this is Patrol 549 calling in. Shots fired at insert address here. Need backup ASAP. Take a shot. Rolled a 9 plus 1, so 10. Please send it back up ASAP. I got 6 armed individuals at the warehouse. And just repeat the message.
Got your location at 123 Rainbow Bridge. Confirmed. We will be sending a unit out your way. Over. We will be sending 2 officers. Do you need medical aid?
Medical aid will be needed.
Roger. Sending back up.
Okay,
I don't know how police will talk.
all good. I made up the code, so.
It's at Rainbow Bridge, guys. It's a really beautiful town, I swear. Love Seattle.
Yes,
So,
very beautiful.
What else are you wanting to do?
Since with that 10, I would try and target the same one that I shot last time. And let me double check on kick some ass. 10 plus. Okay, so that would be 4 damage by itself. I'm just going to tack on an additional damage for the kick some ass on the same target if you're good with that.
I am.
Okay.
Roll for me.
So, it was a 10.
Okay. So,
So-
yeah, that would be -2 again?
It'd be 3 on this one, 2 for my first one. And then once that's kind of coming in, do kind of a quick scan of the area, switch the radio back over to eggs, send out the message of 5-0 coming in, make sure exit strategy is possible, and start making my way down and heading back to the car, trying to look more like a cop.
I will say real fast, after you shot that thing, the best way to put it is the shot landed and it reacted almost like it was unseating at the seams, and then it pulled itself together really tight. And it's as if it somehow managed to add more bones to itself as it got a bit taller, a bit lankier. It's still this oozing goo monster, but it's definitely a lot more tree-like in its looking around. You managed to at least get it to not go in the building, but who knows what else it can do now. Okay, and I will say that real fast also, Eggs gets your message, and you kind of hear, Breaker, things are level fucked in here. Escape plan in progress. And I'll go to everybody else.
So I see June looking around, and I'm kind of focused on the meaty creatures. And I turn to June. June, what are you thinking?
Well, this could be fucked, buddy. You guys, we have to act as a group. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to use that accent. We have I fucked it. Okay. Okay, we have to act as a group. Well, because never mind. Anyways, we're gonna run. We're gonna run. Best way out is that door over there. And he points over toward the direction Kurt was running. Everybody follow me. Eggsy, I'm gonna grab that hose. We're gonna reel it out. You turn on the water. Harlow, Frankie, you grab Mr. Kurt. start running for door. I'm gonna blast these motherfuckers out and we run. You think it work? I don't know.
I'm on you. And I start covering. Wait, what did you want me to do again?
Okay, so Eggsy is going to be on the water valve. I'm going to grab the hose, unreel it, head toward Kurt. You and Harlow go for Kurt immediately. Eggsy's going to hit the water. I'm going to blast these things back, and then we're going to head for the door.
Sounds good. I'll start running towards Kurt. Shotgun out just in case.
We go.
Can I attack the asshole in front of me?
Of course. Roll for me. Roll kicks mouse.
Oh, dice.
Also, would this work as a protect someone for Kurt? From me?
I rolled snake eyes because, again, my dice apparently hate me. So we'll just use another luck, I guess.
Wait. Would this work as a protect someone for Kurt? For me?
I would say that it's going to be a lot of fucking rolls, but it would count as protect someone as you're getting towards Kurt to try to help him. But like your whole plan will be a lot of different breakdowns of everybody and stuff.
Okay. Because I have a thing that can kind of protect Kurt.
Well, we'll use the luck feat because my dice are useless today. All they do is hurt me. So it's a 12.
12 is an oh, the dice must love you. This is totally not a luck thing at all. Okay.
So you guys
I would
just
say
make a monstrous effect.
Yeah. I'll figure that out in a second. Let me more focus on your kicks mouse. So with a 12 plus.
Yeah, I was going to do a light. Was the plan.
Well, I mean, 12 plus is if you get like a nat 20 type of thing. And with Monster of the Week, it could be something special. So, I mean, you can pick stuff as you completely hold the advantage, all hunters moving +1, you don't suffer any harm, your attack inflicts double damage to the normal, stuff like that. Your attack drives the enemy away in a vote. What would you like to do?
Quite clarification. So kicking ass is like beating something up. What does that mean that you suffer no harm at all? You're just invincible during the rest of the fight? What does that mean?
I would say that in this moment, the damage that you do to it probably would be kind of similar to the enemy goes away for a second. I would say that it would be somewhat like fearful, frightened, intimidated by you, and would be hesitant to hurt you versus like somebody else like June coming up.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, we'll just do double damage then. So it will be 6 damage.
Oh, wow. Okay. And I will call Laws out for a second. He's the one who picked these gloves, and damn, they have a bit of health.
Yeah. I did. But
Laws, why?
You are the one who's putting 20 of them against us.
Hey. I have 13 technically.
Whoa. Secondly,
I think I'm gonna need more G fuel.
Secondly, I didn't intend for them to be all of the monsters.
Oh.
They were just summoned. But that's a failure on, like, me.
Yeah. It's fine. I gave some tall, lanky boys, and I gave some gooby stuff.
What about boobies?
Nothing about boobies. It's goob. Goob.
Oh, Alex is
Slime.
sad now.
I mean, Harlow is thinking about like here's my issue is like Harlow retroactively warned all of these people to not hurt the people coming out of the freezer, and here they are killing them.
I mean, I would say in a counter argument, they were more trying to render them unconscious
I see.
until they saw one seemingly stealing something. And I rolled a shot and I accidentally rolled a 2, so they don't know at the moment that it's just a first aid kit.
I see.
Because he went up to the office where I was going to say that some of the documents of what they're doing is.
I mean, we're about to get help, right? The police are on their way.
And
I mean, it takes nothing, but yeah.
So we're all wait. Damn it.
But I'm a werewolf, and I may not be able to turn back because of this monster, especially depending on how y'all look at it. So I'm kind of fucked either way.
Okay.
It's okay.
So I'm just trying to get out.
I have like a
get the fuck
clarifying
out of here.
question.
Yep.
Can you, Spectre, just like lay out the scene really quickly? Just like kind of cutscene narrate what's currently happening, like how we're all doing on the field.
Okay, so Eggs, Frank, June, and Hollow are by the freezers. Hollow has her gun out. She aimed towards some of the goop monsters. June is, while by the freezer still, is heading towards Kurt, who is by the stairs. That's a little bit in front of all of you. And also past that is where about 7 of these, some of them are goop monsters, some of them are just people who are like kind of frantic, trying to grab whatever they can to protect themselves, trying to like shut up the trucks that are also in front of you. There are about 4 docks, all of them open. 2 of them have trucks. 2 of them are just kind of open to the driveway parking area that is outside of this whole warehouse. And I would say that to right outside the grounds of the warehouse, you can see, if you look hard enough, the base of the water tower where Alex is currently getting off of but was sitting on. And then there's 2 people up in the office that are at the top of the stairs. That's where the break room and office are.
The one that I teased.
Yes.
How do they look?
I would say that they definitely look pretty fucking bad. They, like I said, they, after that bite of you tearing into them, they seem to shrink some, almost as if it was an emotional fear from the damage, and they are backing away from you.
Okay, well then I'm gonna try to keep running then.
Okay. But also, June, you said that you were heading towards Kurt.
Yeah, heading towards Kurt. If I see him get up and just go for the door, Kurt, you running? You run? If I see it, we go.
I'll just kind of wait. I don't know if I can speak in werewolf form, so I'll just kind of wave, out.
Woof, 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 woof.
June runs.
June. Okay, so Kurt, I would say, just as one more thing of either kick some ass or act under pressure, a cool or a tough roll, just to make sure that you are able to get towards like the dock station and not get interfered by any of the other people that were behind the one in front of you. Just one more quick roll.
Sure, I'll do kick some ass, I guess. And just lash out with my claws if somebody even gets remotely within arm's reach of me. Your new dice. Come on. Much better. Finally. 12.
12 is really fucking good. 12, kind of like what we established with the luck and stuff. You can inflict double damage. You can even give advantage to all the hunters of a +1 moving forward.
We'll do that. But the all hunters involved in the fight get +1 forward, whatever that means.
Okay, I will say that while running, you let out a large howl slashing at 2 of them. How much damage does your claws do? Is it a +2 or a +1 or something?
It's 2 harm hand.
Okay. So you slash at least 2 of these glob monsters, doing this amazing howl that almost inspires other people that maybe we all won't get killed, and everybody else gets a +1 moving forward.
How does the +1 work? Is it +1 to anything, or do we have to choose?
It's +1 to any next roll, I believe.
Okay.
And then I'll keep trucking, I guess. Because I'm not. I can't really take these things head on unless I have to. Because I'm bleeding out.
Are you
Yeah.
digging it deeper?
What did he say?
Not a clue.
Are you digging it deeper?
Digging what deeper?
You're bleeding out. Bleed it out, dig it deeper just to throw it away.
I don't understand the reference.
Yeah, I'm not.
Linkin Park, bleed it out. Come on, Spectre, you can usually get my music references.
But I will say, June, you had a plan, and you were running towards Kurt. So I'm going to say, being the active one at the moment, what are you doing next?
Well, the fire hose thing was the plan, but seeing that Kurt has kind of taken a shot and he's moving toward the door, June would react to that and just try to get out.
Okay, I'll need you to either do an act under pressure or kick some ass, depending if you want to do defense or offensively try to escape this place.
Defense. So what is that?
That would probably be the act under pressure. So you would have to.
Act under pressure. Okay. Three, 6, 7 + 1 is 8.
Okay, so I'll say that you realize that the following behind Kurt, you probably have a great way to get out, but Eggs, being the idiot that he is, doesn't catch on immediately and starts running towards the hose plan that you originally talked about, but causing him to be a bit more surrounded by these other people. You can definitely probably make it out if you keep following Kurt, but you know that also that at least either the others or definitely Egg is going to get hurt in the upcoming round.
And June sees this, yeah?
Yeah.
Eggsy, no more hose, no more hose. June looks around. Where is he standing now currently?
I would say that you are a bit more towards in the middle of the open space of the warehouse, and I would say that Eggs dotted from the refrigerator area, and it was heading towards the wall where the hose and fire extinguisher and stuff were at. And I would say, like I said, it was about 20 feet away from you, so he is heading away from where Kurt was and towards more the wall, and and not necessarily the exit where everybody else is going.
Where am I in relation to the cricket bat that I threw?
You would be probably about like 5 feet away from it since you were throwing it to save Kirk.
Can I grab that?
Definitely. I'll allow you.
Okay. Okay, I'll grab that, and I'll vocalize to Kurt, Harlow, and Frank. Like, Frank, get them out. I get eggs, and we run. No more of this. These things. Fuck these. So he grabs his thing. He tells them, and then he's gonna head over to eggs, and he's gonna try to get the fuck out with her. He's gonna try to lead eggs out.
So just for confirmation, you're running towards eggs to try to get him, or just trying to convince him to just stop?
No, I'm heading over to eggs. I'm gonna try to like be right there beside eggs and lead him out, while the rest of the group goes on a little bit ahead, if that makes sense.
Okay. I will say that in the upcoming round, you and eggs will probably have to deal with at least 1 or 2 of these weird creatures coming up.
Mhm.
So Frank, Hollow, what are you guys doing?
I mean, since there's the exit that everybody's going to, I think, and June telling Frank to go, I think I would start going towards the exit.
Okay. Are you following after Kurt, or are you just kind of dotting your own way?
I'm kind of I kind of want to wait for June to come and like grab for him to grab eggs and like cover him.
Okay, so you see June dot off towards eggs, and you start following after June. You definitely see that what June also notices, there were 2 people standing by, one being a god monster, one just being this somewhat oddly looking human. Mostly they look fine, but kind of like I previously mentioned, their skin doesn't fit entirely.
They look aggressive towards us.
They definitely look panicky, and they are on this. The human is more on the defense, while the gob is much more on the offense. And real quick, Hollow, what are you doing?
So Harlow doesn't trust to keep these people here anymore. She would like to help them escape. So she's gonna turn to June and Frank and just tell them to run. And I would like to use magic, but I would like to do something cool with it.
Let's go.
It's kind of freaky. So like Harlow like has the ability to like kind of tell the future, right? So she would yeah, so like she would like to try to like manipulate time. If she can.
I'm intrigued.
Okay, awesome. Good. Harlow would like to slow down time for the monsters like herself and allow the rest of the group to escape. And then Harlow would like to run out after them.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
See if you can roll for it.
Okay. I've got a +2 to weird.
Everybody has a +1 forward. Remember that.
Okay, so I have a +3. So if
I had a question about that. Is it forever?
No. Next roll.
It's just a 1, right? Okay, so I've used that.
I'm praying to all the gods, both the new and the old. Let's go. Yes! Oh my god! That's a 12 on the dice, which is a 15.
Hey, let's go.
I'm sorry.
Wait, where's the sound effect?
I think I need to buy Cass a dice set. Because I don't know where he's buying his dice. But mine are obviously rolling better.
It needs to be like a cleansing ceremony. Get some sage, get some salt, maybe bury them for a week or two.
Well, I got a hole-in-one playing golf
Oh, you used
Oh,
up all your
used all
juice.
your-
You use
somehow. I didn't ask for the hole-in-one; it just happened.
You can't.
was
You
a
don't
complete
ask
accident.
for luck. Okay, so a 15, Spectre. What does that? What does that get Harlow?
Congratulations, Hollow. You get a fantastic prize of magic. So, you decide to start weaving through the air, almost like plucking the strings of the universe, and you start seeing these monsters just slowly quickening their movements to almost as if they're floating. They just suddenly just start freezing. Their actions seem so slowed, so unnatural, and some of them even look towards you as if they knew specifically that you're doing this, and their desperate look turns to confusion, and slowly, ever so slowly, a bit more of anger and aggression.
Yeah. So Harlow, if anyone is looking at her while this is happening, I think you guys would be able to tell that like she's no longer focusing on keeping her skin normal. She's putting like every possible thing that she has into holding these monsters and slowing them down. And you just hear like a deep kind of guttural voice come from her as she shouts for everyone to just run.
Wow. Fuck.
Like Law said, it's if any of you look back at her, it's like her skin, it's sagging, it's too tight. She's somehow expanding and shrinking all at once. Her bones are adjusting, fitting, and trying to control this overly powerful magic that is just distorting her own body. And I would say that, yeah, that was pretty fucking cool. Especially if you have a plus 15. I would say everybody, again, from that, gets a plus 1. So if you haven't used your plus 1 yet, you get a plus 2.
Oh,
Let's
damn.
go.
Does that include me?
I would say at this moment, you definitely get that plus 1, yes.
Okay, so I just get a plus 1. Okay.
But, yes. I would say, as a quick thing also, Alex will hear this first, but the sirens are starting to get closer. You can probably tell that within the next minute, police are arriving at this facility. Whether it's from the gunshots, the screams, you don't know at the moment, but hopefully it's going to be a relief.
So how close am I to the door now?
Well, I would say that you are probably about 10 feet from the dock, and you have surpassed any of the monsters behind you. And if you do a brief look, the rate that they're moving, I don't think they're going to catch up with you in this millennia.
Then can I use magic, I guess, to try to jump to the top of that water tower using the beyond human limitations thing?
Yep, roll for me.
Okay. 5 + 1 + 3. So 9.
Okay, so you definitely managed to run out there, and you do essentially a running jump. You don't exactly get to the base of the water tower, but you manage to grab onto the ladder. So you're probably about 60 feet in the air, pretty close to the top, and you can start climbing if you want. You would notice that near towards the bottom of the tower, a familiar face of Alex. Alex, you getting off the water tower with your huge clunky ass radio, you would suddenly hear ding, dum, dum, dum. And if you look up, you see a huge ass wolf just grabbing onto the side of the ladder.
And then I'll just keep climbing up because I don't want to deal with those cops because I don't know if I'll be able to change back.
Okay.
But shift down and find cover. Don't say a fucking word. Starts walking towards the warehouse, making sure he looks as much as a detective as possible, double checking his vest for the FBI badge that he still has, even though it may not read exactly the right thing. And starts readying for local police to show up. If any of the monstrosities are in sight, he will try and take a shot.
Okay. Alex, you do notice that the monsters, even the tall one that was kind of searching the area, has suddenly started moving very slow. Are they running in place? No, they're just running at extremely and unusually slow speed. Well aggressive. You can probably tell that they might not be able to hurt you at this moment.
Sounds like a shot.
True. So everybody else, I would say that just give me a quick shock roll, and if no one gets anything like a 3 and below, you'll be perfectly fine. Just to make sure you're able to escape the facility and not somehow stupidly get hurt.
I'm not included in this, right? Sorry.
What did you say, Loz? Were you yawning?
I'm sorry, I was. I really was. I had a huge cup of coffee
Wake up!
and I was
Wake up!
slowly yawning. I'm not included in it. God damn it.
You're not included because you're not running through the area. I just want to make sure, you don't. I just want to make sure nobody somehow runs into anything, does something bad, and maybe if they see something, they could pick it up.
Okay.
With the +1, we choose when we use it, right?
Usually it's for your next roll.
Is it the next one? Okay.
It's
So that's a 7. That's
I'm
that's a 9.
sorry. I think I'm having lag because I'll start talking and then I hear TD and I don't want to interrupt TD. Hold on.
I think in that instance, you guys just both started talking at the same time.
Yeah, I think we both. Yeah.
Plus, it's not like someone's wearing headphones, so there's an echo.
Okay. TD, you go first.
Everything in. I rolled a 5 and a 2, 7 plus my 1 cool plus my 1 is 9.
Okay, so then Frank and let me do eggs real fast.
Oh, that was sharp. Sorry, that was sharp, right? Or was it cool? That's
It
the
was
same number.
sharp.
Anyway. Yeah, it's the same number.
Yeah, so I got a 6 plus my sharp, which is 7, and then I got a +2, so 9 total.
I would say that eggs got a 5 plus 2. That's a 7. Good job. So I would say all of you guys, you're safe. You're good. You don't necessarily notice anything spectacular on the way out. Just that Hollow is doing some incredible magic. These creatures are creepy as hell up close, and you definitely notice that no one in this building that you've passed is at all human. And you all manage to get outside, get a nice breath of relief, maybe, as you hear the sirens coming. You can see over there, to just like right outside the facility near the water tower, the car of Alex. You hear Eggs just kind of give a sigh of relief. Unfortunately, you still don't know where your boss hiree, Victor Hallow, I believe is his name.
Owl.
Yeah, Howell. Mr. Victor Howell. And you don't know where Valerie is or any other person. You hope they're safe. But at the moment, you guys all know that you're safe and out of the facility.
Alex will yell at them. Pretty much everyone, get the fuck out of the way. Cops are showing up. Hide. Do not be around here. Find a place to lay low.
So, once I get to the top of the water tower, could I do a thing or two?
What would you like to do, Kirk?
Apparently, for recovery, if you have 4+ harm wounds, require a healing move, time in infirmary or hospital, or magical healing. So we're going to try to use magic.
Well, you also have that first aid kit, too. Because I don't imagine you dropped it or anything.
True. But, I don't know, the way I'm reading this recovery thing, like, the first aid is only really good if you have, like, 1 to 3, whereas 4+ you need, like, magic or...
Yeah,
Yeah,
the 4+
yeah.
rooms require a healing move, time in infirmity, hospital, or magical healing. You're right.
So I'll use magic to get rid of that 4th one if possible.
Okay, give me a roll.
Come on, dice. Finally. 10.
There we go.
7 plus 3.
Okay, I would say then that you definitely managed to heal 1 harm from an injury. You're definitely feeling better. Thank God for werewolf blood. Your wounds slowly start to close up while you're there, focusing, no longer having that threat of almost being killed. That adrenaline and heart beating is kind of slowly turning into just pure exhaustion and achiness. And yeah, you can mark.
And I'll just... I was just going to use the first aid kit from, quietly up top. Well, until I get the word to come back down.
I would say that's another heal, like +1 for you. So
wait, so I heal another 1 or I heal another 2?
so with the magic, it would be a +1, and then with the first aid kit, I would say it's also a +1. You just taking time and tending to your wounds.
Gotcha. Thanks.
And Alex just had a thought. He grabs June. Hey, June. Do you
Hey.
trust me?
Okay.
Is that yes?
Okay, you seem friendly enough, Mr. Huxley.
Okay. This is going to hurt a lot. This is
What?
going to make sure that everything goes fine.
What?
Grabs the 9mm.
Wait, I'll give you a mango. We're friends, I thought. I have mangoes.
Yes, we need the cops to make sure they understand that this is a bad situation.
This is very bad. Why are you bringing
Yes.
down?
Wait,
We need somebody to be hurt. Look at Frank. Do you think they're going to believe Frank is hurt if this happens?
What's happening? I'll give you a mango.
Do
Do it.
I
Do it.
if he takes
Do it.
out the 9, if he has a gun, I want to. He tries to shoot you, and I want to intervene.
He's holding there, waiting for June to confirm he is okay with this. He is
You're
not
going to
pulling the
shoot me?
trigger. This is to make
Why?
sure that the cops believe that people are injured and that more backup will come in and they can help us take care of the situation.
You're going to fucking
I
shoot me?
promise. What?
You're going to shoot me?
Yes,
Alex, are you
it's only going on for a minute.
Stop, are you
What?
sure?
Can I shoot you later?
You can make an
I make
attempt
you-
at it, buddy.
I
I
make
will
you trade.
say,
You shoot me once, I shoot you once. What's fair?
you can make an attempt at it. Just like I'm making an attempt right now.
Oh, putangina. He shoot me in the leg?
Starts looking at, okay. So I need you to turn around, and Alex kind of like positions the gun to kind of look like as he was running away, the civilian running away, gun, like gang violence kind of situation, stuff like that.
If this don't work with the fucking police, I'll be fucking pissed off.
Anyone go and stop him? Anyone go and try and talk him out of
Is this
I
really
would,
necessary?
but I'm not there.
it?
What the?
Have you ever dealt with the fucking cops in these kind of situations, Frank?
I'm good, upstanding citizen. I'm good guy. What are you?
I know,
you want me to
that's
shoot?
why
I
I'm-
don't shoot at nobody.
That's the whole entire point. They will believe a victim being hurt and go in and deal with it sooner. Look at Frank. Do you believe that he is an upstanding citizen?
Frank is my buddy. Frank is good, upstanding citizen.
But do you think the cops will believe that?
The cops don't give a shit about me.
Okay. How about this? You see that bush over there? Does
Looks at
Alex
the
turn
bush.
to look at it? I fucking run away. I run to the 5, run away.
Smart move.
June is on the other side of the parking lot. Fuck this! This is fucking bullshit.
Okay.
How about I shoot
Frank, you going to take
asshole?
one for the team?
How about you shoot yourself? But I'm not there.
Well,
Alex, I
still
haven't
don't think this
forgotten
is
from the last time you
necessary.
shot me.
Well, what? What is going around shooting all your friends?
Pulls out FBI badge. This is police protocol. If a civilian is shot, they give more fucks. I'm trying to make sure that they understand the situation that is going on.
They give double fucks if a cop is shot.
FBI.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, if the cop is shot, then he can't do the full report, though.
Yeah, he can.
If he gets shot,
Not while he's shot.
He's making
Wait,
a flesh
wait,
wound.
wait.
Actually,
Are you guys trying to
June's
he
on
would
the,
be having the medical attention.
actually,
They would be
June's
more
on the other
concerned
side of the
by
parking lot.
him.
Just graze your leg.
Yeah, which means that he gets held back. And then I can't take the person who got shot and walk the fuck away.
June is on the other side of the parking lot, hiding behind a car.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think anybody needs to get shot. I feel like the police will handle this. We need to find out where that wolf guy is. No, not the guy
Up by
that
the
turns
fucking
into a
water
wolf.
tower.
Not the guy that turns into a wolf, Mr. Wolf, and have him explain what the fuck is going on.
Double cross, plain and simple. Like,
For what? I don't have anything.
fucking vampires. Food.
Nah, I like what
Now-
you're talking about.
Now it kind of like perks up, tries to listen for sirens or anything. Seeing how close they are.
Oh, they for like the past minute, they've been slowly getting closer and stuff. You could probably see the light heading around the corner.
Okay. Frank, either you need to run or get really good at hiding right now.
Is there a homeless guy around? Do I look
Sake
like I
of
look right-
interest, I want to see where you're going with this. I would say across the street, you see a bit of a squatter. He's just kind of sitting down. Maybe he has like a dog with him. He has like a backpack that has some of his stuff. He's
Okay.
just kind of drinking,
Oh,
just
shit.
trying to cool off in this heat.
All right. I walk to him and I take out the apple that I got from the freezer and the tomatoes and I give it to him. I'll trade you a seat.
He looks up at you confused of you offering an apple and like tomatoes and stuff.
Just,
Uh,
I was here the whole time, and I sit next to him.
he
I
takes
just
the
want
apple.
to blend in as a homeless man, which is hopefully easily.
He offers you to like have his blanket a little bit, just wear that right next to him, look like you guys are a bit of buddies. He takes a bite of the apple.
All right, I pet his dog. And
The dog really likes
it.
at the ear.
I pet the ear. And I kind of watch the situation going on with the whole place and see what happens. And if anybody like wants to like signal to meet up or something, like I kind of look for those signals. Yeah,
Okay.
just kind of watching.
Spectre. Lexi redeemed GM advantage.
Ooh.
Thanks, Lexi? Question mark.
Is June getting shot?
I asked for you
Alright,
to do with
Hold
what you
up!
wish,
I got this!
Spectre.
I got this!
Fucking bullshit.
Now, I have a question. How's Harlow doing?
Yeah, let's check up on you.
Yeah, holy crap.
Completely forgot about Harlow.
Saved
I
our
think
lives.
that it's
together.
only been about like 5 or so minutes since you guys ran out of the place. But how about you make either a cool or a toughness to see how long you can prolong this magic.
I'm gonna roll tough because
Okay.
I have a negative in cool, and I think I have. I'm gonna use my last hold. Give myself another plus forward.
Do it.
All right. The 9 on the dice with the +1, that is a 10. I would want to try to hold it for as long as I physically can without hurting myself, like within my limitations, in an optimal setting.
With tough, say that you definitely managed to hold it in for like this 5 minutes. You can definitely feel yourself wearing down. You're getting exhausted both mentally, spiritually, and physically. You can feel it really adding pressure onto your body. So it might be, if you push yourself, you can probably do another 5 minutes, but you're kind of slowly reaching your limit. You want to try to push on, or, I mean, everybody's out safe at the moment. But you also are probably hearing the police sirens now.
Arlo will want to hold for like, she doesn't want to try to hold out for another 5 minutes. She's gonna hold on until she has a plan. After the first 5 minutes, she thinks she needs another body after this.
There are several other freezers with people that you can skin if you need to.
Arlo wants to know if the vampire is dead.
Valerie?
Mm-hmm.
She was placed in a different freezer, the one right next door to you, where everybody else was being kept. She's in there with, what did I write? With 2 other people that are civilians.
So
You can check to see if she's unconscious still, but the door is locked, so since she hasn't escaped yet, you know she's in there.
and it's colder still in there, right?
Yes, the freezers are all turned on, so they're probably slowly being chilled this whole time.
So Harlow would drop the spell and move to that freezer and open it. Check on Valerie.
Okay, let me roll real fast to see if she's conscious.
Advantage.
Or a +1.
Advantage is basically like, do I want her to be conscious? So I roll snake eyes. So odds to me is no. I wanted her to be awake. She is currently unconscious. You can easily find a knife to start skinning her.
I have the multi-tool.
You never came back.
So I want to use the multi-tool, and take the skin of the vampire.
Gosh. I would say either roll a sharp to do this well, even though, like, you have done it plenty of times before, even with the girl that you're currently wearing, or roll a cool for an act under pressure.
I'm gonna roll sharp. And I rolled 6 + 5 is an 11 + 1, 12.
You do it expertly. Though, as you begin cutting in, she does try to start screaming. But you know how to stop them. And you know how to do it real nice and quick. Once you make a few of those cuts around the shoulders, the arms, the neck can be a real bitch, especially the face. But you manage to slip her right off and just leave the remaining just tissue of, well, tissue, the body, the fleshy, nice, meaty body, kind of looking like an anatomy example, just on the floor, writhing in pain. She's no longer screaming due to the fact of just the pure pain has just caused her to go into shock.
Yeah, Harlow
But you
doesn't
have-
react to this. This is part of her life. As like gruesome as it is, Harlow has to have other skin to survive. So she does it as quickly and as medically as possible. And as soon as she is in this other skin and situated, she will rush out the door looking for Alex.
Well, I mean, since you dropped the spell, you would have all these people as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say, well, either offensively or defensively, act under pressure or kick some ass.
Hmm.
And I would also say that you probably are hearing the police sirens and Alex going up to talk to some people.
Yeah, she doesn't want to interact. The only thing that she's thinking about is, like, getting out of there.
So do you want to, I mean, I would say that, like, how are you wanting to get out of here? Because you will probably inevitably have to pass these people.
I used magic again.
Magic, okay, roll.
And I want to see if this is, like, kind of within my limitations. To bar, place, or portal to a specific person or type of creature. I would like to portal she wants to try to portal to someone. And I think, like, she would know that Alex is probably in the thick of it. I'm trying to think how smart she is, like, because she seems to be pretty smart. It's like part of me, like, I don't want to metagame. Like, part of me is thinking, like, she knows that the werewolf is really injured, and he would have to hide from the police, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think it's far-fetched for her to be like, the werewolf won't be where everyone else is. I can portal to the werewolf. But Alex is pretty front lines. So even though that's who she wants to go to because, like, he seemed to have some kind of connection to the vampire, she doesn't think it's a good idea. So I think I'm going to try to go for the werewolf.
Okay. I would say that you probably would know that the werewolf definitely, Kurt definitely went to hide. I would say roll a shop to see if you find him at the water tower. So yeah, just roll me just a quick shop.
Yeah, because it says that I can portal to a specific person. It doesn't have to be a place. So let's just see. I'll roll the sharp. It's a +1. That's a 9 + 1. That's a 10.
Yeah, I would say that you definitely saw Kurt jump upward, and you're assuming it is because he was heading towards the water tower that's right outside. So yeah, I'll let you. Did I have you roll for the weird teleport?
I'll roll for the weird.
Okay.
Okay. So that's an 8 + 2. That's a 10.
Okay. Yeah, it works without issues. You teleport, and you suddenly find yourself, your feet landing right down on cold hard metal, and you look over and you see Kurt just bandaging himself up. He looks much better than when he left the place, but he's definitely still pretty hurt.
She's just gonna look at. Oh, what? Sorry.
I was gonna say, Kurt, you notice while wrapping, tending to your wounds, a dong onto the metal, and you look over and you see Valerie.
So instinctively, initially, I look, go into fight or flight mode, but then I notice it's her and back down and continue trying to heal myself.
Okay.
And Valerie just kind of breathlessly goes, "Hi, wow." And she kind of like tries to stay in the shade as much as possible, and will like kind of button up whatever, I'm assuming, like long sleeve outfit that Valerie had on before at the museum. Try to cover herself as much as possible.
Yeah, just like her nice little cardigan or whatever that she was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
You button up, tighten yourself up, trying to ready yourself, almost as if you're trying to comfort yourself for this whole situation.
Yeah, and she's just gonna play it very timid, and worried, kind of breathless, and on the inside, Harlow is panicking.
Can I transform back to human at all? Or am I still stuck in wolf form?
You actually had a negative effect from using your luck earlier that I haven't used yet against you.
It's true.
I would say. That's something I need to figure out. You probably can slowly start phasing back to your human form, but I would say that now going forward, while you already looked very lumberjacky and like a big, kind of buff, strong person, you have even more wolf-like qualities to you. Your nails are still a bit sharp. Your teeth are a bit sharp. You're a little bit hairier. Stuff like that.
Okay.
And Alex, I would say that two police cars come up to, like, stop by your vehicle, and officers get out. They start talking to you, saying, "Are you the officer that called? Gang violence, shots fired, correct?"
So, whoop, was that me? Oh no, that was my system. Pulls out FBI card, whole entire thing, badge, everything set up, posting it to him. Yeah, Jacob Ackerby, I reported this in. This is seems to be a human trafficking thing. Something with the Russian mob bringing in some of the Asian population, something about that. I saw 3 of them go that way, 2 of them go that way, and pretty much so that, like, this seems to be a human trafficking issue. And we need to take care of this.
That's so casual. You need to take care of this. Wow, trafficking in America? More likely than you think.
FBI, just saying, this is YB. You gotta fucking do this shit. We gotta get this shit fucking taken care of. Obviously, I don't want to go too cartoonish with this shit. Because everyone knows that can get loud.
Yeah, I would say that the officers take your information and they're looking at your card. They're a bit confused. They're like, trafficking? Like, what, in this area? Yeah, and
Yeah, come on. Look, I'm from the FBI. I'm part of the Special Victims Unit. I've been on the stint for a while now. Yeah, they're coming in from fucking what is it? Magadan straight into Hokkaido to Jakarta straight into San Francisco, Seattle, fucking Vancouver. Like, they're hitting all of these areas trying to get as many Asians in because, well, the trade's decent for it right now.
and the shots fired and stuff like that. Like, they're starting to have like a conversation with you, getting more detail. The other one is kind of calling for even more backup. They're both readying their ammunition, looking over. Let me see if they see their monsters real fast. Okay, I would say that one of the officers rolled awful. While one of the officers is like talking to you and trying to get the information straight, the other one goes like, "Holy shit! Oh, sorry. I thought we need to get in there."
No fucking shit! I'm telling you, you do this. I need to report back into my people. We're going to bring in our own specialty team. I need someone to lock down this area.
Eventually, more police cars come. You guys don't hear anything from the museum just yet, but you do know that there's something weird going on. You still don't know where Victor Holler is. The place goes into immediate shutdown, and eventually all of you manage to find your way to kind of just slowly sneak away from the scene. Alex, if you wish, you can stay back and do some police work, interacting with the police, talking with them. I'm trying to tie up just because I know that it is getting a bit late.
But the whole entire thing is he's just trying to get the cops in there, and then the second they start handling everything, he just pretty much does the bullshit lie of, I need to go check in on my people, and then we're going to be back. Just make sure no one fucking leaves. And dip the fuck out.
Are you going to take anybody with you, or are you guys, like Alex, are you going to take the rest of the crew with you? You can say no.
It all depends on everybody else. Like, the number one thing is just trying to make sure that it doesn't look conspicuous.
Yeah. So, I would say that, like, everybody else, they can notice that you're starting to leave, like, Eggs is already in the car type of thing.
Yeah. I'll try to follow along. And try to like get like a rendezvous point. I don't know. We have one, but
Seeing,
dog.
around the corner.
seeing all this action take place in the parking lot here, June would have kind of wandered away from the car and over toward Frank across the street.
Okay. Kurt and New Valerie, what are you guys' plans?
I was just gonna ask Valerie if she knew what this place was.
Valerie just goes, I mean, obviously it's some kind of like produce place. I don't know, like a distributing factory. I don't know. And she goes, I've lived here for a long time, but I've seen the warehouses from a distance, and I don't know. She goes, how do we get out of here?
I'm thinking to myself, man, Law sounds exactly like Valerie. I'm like, wait, it's Law's character is playing Valerie, which she
almost-
played Valerie. I was like, wait, okay, it's late. Okay, I was like, what's going on?
It's too meta.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Laws
Okay,
was
yeah.
the GM and Valerie was the NPC, and now Valerie is Harlow and Harlow is Valerie, and now Laws is a player playing Harlow / Valerie. There's too
That's
many
what I'm
layers.
saying. Too many. Could
So-
process it.
So Valerie's gonna look over, like, down the railing and see that, like, she's trying to see if it looks like Alex is wrapping things up.
Yeah, like, I would say that you definitely saw that Alex is kind of backing away from the police officers. He's, like, trying to subtly say that, like, he's going to, like, check something, but you can tell that he's, like, trying to rush back into his car to avoid any more interaction than necessary.
So Valerie is gonna turn towards Kurt and go, listen, we can't let them see you like this. Why don't you run over to the next block and I'll have Alex pick you up there?
I'll shake my head. Sure. And then slowly try to get up.
So she'll rush down the water tower and run up to Alex and just go, there you are.
So then
Muted.
Oh no! That was him mouthing it like, "What the fuck?"
Oh.
so then
Like
I'll
just trying to keep the composure of "What the fuck? What the fuck? Gonna hurt us on this line, amateurs."
and then I'll just try to. I guess we'll use magic again and do the beyond limitations thing and try to just jump off the water tower, but on the dark side, the other side, relative to the cops and everybody else, and just try to get like a distance away, like a block or two away, if possible. Just hiding in the shadows.
Are you going back into your wolf form to, like, jump? Or, like... Okay. I would say just do a quick, weird roll.
Nine plus 3, so 12.
Yeah, you definitely can, like, just jump from rooftop to rooftop to exactly where you want to go.
We'll do that.
It looks
Should
pretty
I
cool.
make a sharp roll?
You can make a sharp roll to see if you see this. Or are you making a sharp roll because you want to interact with New Valley?
No, this is a sharp roll to notice if I see the giant werewolf jumping out like midday, and whether or not I am really going to kill this fucking werewolf. because it's really fucking hard to cover this shit up.
Go ahead.
That's a
Well, then
13.
Or are they looking at the water tower?
That's a 13.
You notice. You definitely fucking notice. There's some somersaults and backflips. He's showing off.
Fucking amateurs. Goddamn fucking amateurs. Pulls out 2 cigarettes. Okay, Valerie, get in the car. Eggs, get in the car.
And then once I get back at ground level, I'll try to transform back.
Alex
gets
is
in the
going to attempt to do kind of like a call whistle for Frank and June to hear, and then just kind of do 2. I don't remember B in sign language, but like 2B for like 2 blocks. That way we have a meetup place.
Yep. I understand that, and start making my way to 2 blocks away.
Well,
I say
Okay.
goodbye to my homeless friend.
Your homeless friend thanked you, and the dog talks like you and gives you like a little bit of a kiss on your hand before leaving.
good.
Yeah, I would say all of you eventually meet up 2 blocks away. After this very, very fucking long day. You got a new job and you're pretty sure your boss just tried to kill you. You're not entirely sure. But it's definitely gonna be a rough one. Hopefully, maybe with some of you in mind, hopefully you can get paid. Hopefully you can see your families again.
I'm imagining us at like a diner, like eating like pancakes.
Dicks.
Yeah,
Like,
end
but yeah, we're at Dick's, just eating bags of Dick's.
Bert just realizes this medical insurance seems useless. It's kind of hard to explain these wounds. Because I'm still at I've taken 2 damage, so like I still need to heal up.
I'm just imagining the post-credits Avengers scene.
That's exactly what I was imagining too.
Basically just complete silence and just eating, not really making eye contact, just tired.
Oh no. Alex is the angry dad face right now, staring at all of them, just trying to figure out how to formulate his disapproval right now.
But that will be where we're closing up. Because, yeah, it's pretty late. But, yeah.
That's fun.
Interesting night. And don't forget, June now has a special little trinket that can give him advantage and disadvantage.
I have another one that I didn't bring up either. And sorry for the end there. June had a crazy headache at the end there where a bunch of voices started talking in his head just randomly. But he's back now.
So did we get a chance to heal at the end of this mystery finally?
I would say with this, you probably have some time to, again, more than usual, just tend to your wounds. You're not necessarily kidnapped or being attacked in the next, like 4 to 5 hours or so.
And just for...
Does that mean we heal 1 or we heal all?
I would say that, like, everybody who's injured gets at least, like, a +1 to this healing. But, for you, for Kurt, I guess. For Kurt, can Kurt get... Can Cass, you Cass, roll a weird for me to see if Kurt can magically heal, like, another +1.
Do you like Alex to help perform first aid to possibly assist with this?
6
Yeah.
and I 1 plus 6 and I 1 plus 3, so 10.
I would say that, like, with also Alex helping, you for sure definitely get at least 2.
Another $20, bud.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think it's 5. Where was it? That's 15. My bad. 15. So that's 30.
You just need like a cheat sheet of
I
conversion.
do.
Oh god.
I do. I sat down and did it.
But as the day slowly closes, we all kind of sigh a bit of relief, a bit of annoyance, knowing that it's going to be a very long week ahead of all of you.
Frank Pearl grunt.
The record. Seeing, I saw Valerie out inside the daylight, correct?
You saw Valerie climb down from the water tower.
And it was daylight, correct?
It was daylight.
Okay. So once he gets a second, documenting it, like cross-checking inside the journal and general knowledge of vampires. Want me to roll for that, or hold off till next week?
I mean, I just wanted to like make sure because I know that. Thanks, Kat. I know that Cass and Laws have work in the morning, so I don't want to keep you guys if you need to.
My
But if
bird.
Laws wants to just roleplay this real quick, I'm fine with it.
I mean, I'm fine with doing it super quickly. I just don't want to keep anyone else if they have to go.
Yeah, I'm
Because
good.
it is our time.
good.
Okay.
So I'll say that since you've already were researching vampires because you know this whole issue was involving it, you know vampires' weaknesses pretty well. You know their limitations, and this is suspicious.
So, on the way to Dick's, pretty much driving along, Valerie, what the fuck was going on? What the fuck is going on with Howl? You know this is going to cost you guys a shit ton of money, right?
Hey, I don't do the books. I don't know. I remember seeing him like waving us towards the truck, right? And he went to drive it. Do you think he ever drove us? Do you think he drove us here?
Maybe you all, not me. And eggs, buddy, pal, always get to the car. But anyways,
Eggs just kind of whimpers.
So you've been working for Hal for how long again?
Quite some time. I actually worked at the museum before him.
Okay, and now he's your boss.
Yeah.
And your boss has kidnapped you.
Well, technically, like if you want to be technical about it, he's not my boss. We work in different departments.
Okay. So
I don't think he kidnapped us.
He's the one that drove the car. Who would have kidnapped you otherwise? And also, is he one of you?
A vampire?
Yes.
I mean, the vampires can walk out in the middle of the day.
I thought he was a human. Smelled human to me.
Did he smell human to me?
Are we so sure that he was the only one up there in the truck? Did you pass him up? Did you see them? It's just so uncharacteristic.
So,
We were gassed, and then we woke up in the freezer.
okay. So, you. Who do you think is behind this?
I just imagine
Valerie.
Valerie in the back seat, squished. Like, wait, I'm in the back seat with the werewolf, right? Or is everyone?
My understanding was like this will be on the car ride to Dick's, kind of thing.
So like now everyone's in the car, right? So like we're squished in the back seat.
Yeah,
Well,
but
does the car have bench seats
I'm
in
a
the front? We
human.
can go 3 front, 3 back, or are we bucketed in the front?
I would assume it would be me, Eggs in the front, then you three in the back.
There's 4 of us. There's
4.
4 of us.
So,
Ashley
yeah.
thought you would make Valerie
My
sit
bad.
in the shotgun just because you liked her.
and you notice that I guess Kurt looks more Wolverine-like than Hugh Jackman.
So once we kind of like have the moment to like just reorient and Alex takes the deep breath kind of thing, processes, hey, vampire out during daylight, red flag, possibly. Like it's very much keeping up appearance as still being interested, but definitely not making an effort to,
Yeah. So like
so
you would definitely tell that Valerie's skin is like sunburnt. Like it definitely was not comfortable for her to run up to you. Right. So like her face is a little sunburnt, her hands and stuff, everything that was exposed to the sun is sunburnt. But she's not like dying from the sun.
okay. So would that be normal for the research that Alex would have? Or would that be something that, like, logically he would kind of go Domfir or half-breed ghoul, something like that?
You would definitely notice unusual for a vampire to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Does anybody smell any different than they did before when I met them?
I would say that Valerie definitely smells different. She still smells like the Valerie you met, but she also kind of smells like that weird rancid meat smell that you smelled inside the building once everybody started changing.
So. Okay. Valerie? Where are we all supposed to meet? Where is your domain, haven, insert home here that you would meet up with your covenant, brood, cabal, whatever?
Yes, my coven. She's gonna like think really, really hard. And dude, I didn't take out my notebook because I was playing this evening and not GMing, and I didn't want to metagame.
There's the Griffin family, there's the Thorn family.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's gonna be part of the Griffin family. Here it is.
Okay.
With like Lucinda and Richard being the head.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's going to say, we could go to the Griffin family. They're the coven I associate with.
And where, pray tell, should we head? That way you can get back to them, lie low, and then we'll deal with everything else.
Why do I have to lie low? Why can't I help?
How did you feel about those alien things in the library? I mean, wasn't I didn't give the best ride like I usually do, but I still think it was a decent ride.
Those tentacle things hit like fucking semis.
She's gonna say, um, well, I'm still here, aren't I?
You were kidnapped.
And I lived.
I got hit twice and almost died.
Her tone is a lot harsher than it's been with you before. And like it's very firm, and she's like, I'm here and I lived. And I want to help. And I have a lot of knowledge that you don't have about this topic. She crosses her arms and she looks at you and goes, you need me.
Okay.
Hello, thank you for the raid, TD. Wow. Welcome in, everyone.
Should we pick up on the roll to see if Sharp to like kind of piece together past interactions with Valerie if this is normal or not? Or something else?
Yeah, I would say roll a sharp.
Okay, do you want to do that now or the beginning of next game?
That's again a bit more role playing, so that's again popular laws.
My personal preference is to finish this encounter, this social encounter right here. That way we have a clean place to pick up when I start GMing, because this is not like a conversation I would like to have while GMing, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So roll real fast.
So Sharp is 9 plus 2 for an 11.
She was definitely a lot more into you before, for one thing. That's what you immediately pick on. Those, like, that sexual tension that you used to have with her, gone. Now
Rip
it just
the
feels
dream.
distant.
Sorry.
What did he say, Lars?
I said rip the dream.
And, like, you understand she's a victim of a kidnapping. She obviously just went through some trauma.
Trauma? It's the 70s. That shit doesn't exist yet.
Hey, Vietnam happened. We at least acknowledge it a bit more now after Vietnam. But you would definitely say with an 11, it feels weird, it feels out of character, even with what occurred.
Okay.
You wouldn't necessarily say that, like, she's a completely different person.
There's an
But
inkling of that.
it does give you hesitation.
Okay. So I will say that Alex pretty much pulls over, starts filling up the tank. So I think it would be smart if we rent you a car and start heading out. That way we have 2 vehicles and we'll go to the Griffin Estate or wherever you feel safe. And we'll devise a plan and think about what is going on right now. And Alex kind of looks over to Eggs to kind of pass along that we need to split up because something's happening. And I need to explain some stuff to people.
I have a car.
Ooh. Oh no, you can't portal
Um,
to a thing. You can only portal to a creature, a person. Boo.
I turned to Alex. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish. Sorry.
Oh, that was pretty much it. Just
Oh, I thought
pretty
you were
much,
talking.
we're going to
with that.
divide up.
Yeah, Valerie says that she has a car at the museum.
So do I.
I think we should go back to the museum.
Technically, I have a band at the museum too.
I would much
Okay.
prefer to use my car than a rental.
Same.
one.
Need to see if
Oh.
Betty's still alive.
So,
Alex, did you see the little girl come out Of the warehouse.
Little girl. Child?
Alex pretty much does the same thing, looking inside the rear view, kind of like, what are you talking about?
The one with the sniper rifle.
You mean the young woman?
Yeah.
Oh, Hollow! Egg says. I lost my accent.
I think I saw her getting taken down by something like I. Considering the fact that they came in, shot at the things, and then all of a sudden, conveniently, decided that we needed to go join the van, and pretty much forcing us to go into the van and then get gassed. I have a feeling that they were involved.
Well, she also helped us escape.
Yeah, she helped me escape so I could contact you, Alex. She
Yeah.
even
Hey,
did this
June.
cool ass magic thing.
Yes,
Okay,
Mr.
yeah.
Huxley.
June, what was I trying to do to you before the cops showed up?
You motherfucker tried to shoot me
Why did I try and shoot you?
because you're fucking crazy.
No, I was
Accurate.
trying
Why
to
are we in this
establish
car
a
again?
story to make sure that we had a cover that makes sure that my ass doesn't get too much blowback from the fucking cops. Now, the
Maybe you should shoot yourself
girl,
next time.
if I shoot myself, that means I have to fill out a report, and then the cops are going to make sure that I go to the hospital. If
You
I
have to
shoot
fill out a report
him,
no matter what anyway.
Oh no, paperwork.
yeah, but if
You-
I shoot
You
him,
need to file a report for every bullet you shoot. I know.
yes, but the thing is, cops are going to look out for their own. If I shoot him or I shoot you, I can go, I'm taking them to the hospital right now. They're bleeding out. Oh my God, they're bleeding out. I can get us out faster. If I shoot myself,
maybe I got a little bit scared, okay? I've never been shot before.
I understand. That's why I was making sure you was okay with it.
Alex is
But
like, now's
I
a
was-
good time
see,
to
I was not.
start.
I was trying to make sure that we had to cover that individual of whatever the flying fuck we're fucking with was probably doing the same fucking shit.
Maybe you're right.
There is a method to my fucking madness. Isn't that right, Eggs?
I mean, I also said we should get in the truck, but
Just saying, you weren't the one forcing us into the car. You weren't the one that conveniently showed up when the things showed up and started attacking and then get us gassed. Well, you all gassed.
I thought she was pretty cool in the freezer. But no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. You're right. It's suspicious. Eggs writes down what's suspicious about women.
Okay, so Valerie, doll, baby girl.
Excuse you, don't talk to me that way.
I'm sorry. I'm a little tense if you couldn't tell. So,
She rolls her eyes.
do you really think that it's a smart idea to head back to the library and then disperse a bit?
I do.
Okay. Alex will start driving that way. Kind
You should
of
park a block
motion.
away.
What's up?
You should park a block away.
Oh yeah. Before heading fully in, Alex will motion to Eggs to hand me the notepad.
Eggs looks at you confused, scribbling something down, acting like they're being mature.
Just
I'm sorry. Please tell the group what you messaged me. Please really don't.
do I need an adult?
I wrote down. I said that Eggs wrote down. Asked therapist why when Alex and Val fight, it feels like a divorce.
Okay, yeah.
So do we all agree that we're gonna go back to the museum?
Alex is just going to try and write a note for Eggs, if he ever gets it, of pretty much don't trust Val, scribble it out, need to talk to everyone else, scribble that out, just kind of texting and driving, so to speak, back inside the 70s, trying to make sure that, like, Eggs gets the message.
Wow, your handwriting is awful when you're driving, Alex.
Well, I'm a little stressed out. I'm driving, and I'm not used to doing this.
So if we get back to the museum, are we all like? I was just gonna get in the car with Valerie.
We'll pick up with that next week if that's okay with Spectre.
That works.
Fine with me.
Now we'll lay the scene at the museum. The scene of the crime. I'm waking up again. Now that we've finished the game.
I told one bad joke, and now you're ready to play.
Mhm.
All it takes is a good joke. Listen, I had a lot of fun tonight. I never get to be the player, so I was living for it.
Mhm.
Listen,
It was
Alex,
just when I started rolling though.
yeah. Listen, Castiel, I'm gonna have to buy you dice. I don't know what dice. I know you have too many sets of dice, but like maybe if I send you dice, some of my luck will like wear off on the package. I don't know. I feel like I have decent luck when rolling my physical dice.
Yeah, or I've used all my juice somehow this year.
I'm just saying, Google Dice has been nice to me.
Google Dice does roll pretty well.
Just saying.
Alexi, I also had a traumatic flashback, and I was worried that the moment would linger, but it didn't. So, Sivali, you have no idea about any of this, but Lexi, Castiel, and I played in a game with a very misogynistic person who kept insisting on calling the women at the table baby girl and sweetheart. I think it gave both of us mild flashbacks to the game.
Yeah,
when
I was
it
just
happened.
shaking I was just my eyes. My fingers were my eyes, and I was just shaking my head.
So like,
My bird.
Alex is like such a sleazeball that I was like, oh, that's so fitting. But like, you know what the difference is between what happened is that when Valerie was
farcical?
like, don't say that, like, don't speak to me that way, he was like, okay. And like, Savale knew that like, I don't want to be talked to that way. So he moved on.
And
That's
adapted.
the whole difference of the situation.
Boundaries, limitations.
Right? It's like he could tell that I was like, oh, I'm not a fan of this, without me needing to be like, hey, excuse me. I find that inappropriate. And like Valerie wasn't gonna put up with that stuff either. Anyway, so rules, boundaries, and limitations, very, very important in tabletop RPGs and in all other areas of life, TBH.
So I just rolled Google Dice 7 times, and I did not get above a 5.
You got a hole in one today, though.
Hey, Cass.
No, that
Cass.
was a month ago.
Oh no.
Hey,
Oh,
Cass. Cass, buddy, pal, amigo. I think Buddha hates you.
Did you do any gambling in Las Vegas?
Actually, I did 0.
That's a good decision on your part.
Mhm.
Did you renew
all-
your luck subscription? Mine's automatic.
Oh, I
That's
need
my
to get
card.
on that.
Is there a luck prime?
Yeah, is there Luck Prime?
There's Luck Pro. You pay yearly. It's a lot cheaper.
You pay yearly and your dice come preloaded.
Fucking really,
Oh, I
Spectre?
like it.
Spectre, really? Really, Spectre?
What did Spectre message you?
I ain't saying it.
Emmerich.
Spectre can send it to y'all. I ain't saying it.
What? I don't think jiggly tits is a bad word.
Jiggle tits is
No,
my
no, no, no,
favorite
no, no,
on
no,
that
no,
entire-
do not gaslight this. No, you know what you sent me in PMs.
Spectre.
I wrote down.
That's what they call me, the werewolf. Current Jiggle Tits Fenris.
So to reel this back in,
I need an adult.
yeah, I need an adult. Would we like to share our favorite moments of the evening? Maybe starting with our keeper, Spectre.
I liked that none of you died.
You can just
Yeah,
feel
that was a close
the
one.
lie.
I really like Kurt, Cass. I really like how you played him this round. I like that he was impulsive but smart, and I liked the imagery of him jumping around from rooftops and onto the water tower.
It's just like what's this Simon Pegg at the end of Hot Fuzz, and he's jumping over all the fences, just like crazy.
I love that movie. Did you guys see the
Oh.
tweet from Edgar Wright? Edgar Wright like got a Letterboxd account, which is like Goodreads but for movies, and the review that he read about Hot Fuzz was there are too many Brits in this film, and he goes, "Oh wait, no, this was for Shaun of the Dead." God damn it, Edgar Wright's just so good.
The same thing applies.
I'm going to continue. Right, the same thing applies. He goes, in my defense, I tried to counteract this by having most of them eaten. And so, I don't know, it just like warmed the cockles of my heart. I'm a huge Edgar Wright fan.
Baby
So
Driver's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I loved the werewolf action that we had tonight too, Spectre. Anything else?
I really like character interaction. I feel like this group is really good at role playing.
I would agree. Yeah. Does anyone else have any favorite moments?
Definitely when Alex tried to convince me to shoot me and almost did it. There was a second there where June was like, okay, maybe. And he's like, fuck this, you fucking crazy asshole, what the fuck? That was a fun little interaction.
That was hilarious.
That's why my favorite.
Just
that's why my
ran
favorite
away.
part, but I couldn't take part in because I had no idea what was going on.
It got a little
Yeah.
confusing because I was like, wait, who's shooting who? And then June got angry and I was like, oh, Alex is trying to shoot June.
I mean, you almost. I was like, okay, it'll be fine. They're like, no way. Let me shoot you. How about that?
I told you could make an attempt.
No,
Alex would let you make the attempt. He never said how easy or how hard it would be.
but yeah,
And
those. Go ahead.
Oh no! Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, those RP interactions are the best for me. They make
Yeah.
my soul smile.
I love. I hate to say this, but I love the bad rolls. The cast kept getting. I'm
my
sorry, man. Just
Be in there.
I laugh every time. I don't think your rolls are that bad in D&D though. Like sometimes
Oh,
they're
no.
really
These
bad.
are average rolls in D&D, but they're shit rolls in this game.
Yeah. So there's a podcast. Like you don't play Starfinder yet. But the Androids and Aliens podcast, there's one person on the podcast that like there's an episode literally where he's rolling so bad that someone's like, oh, just get it over with. And they kept it in the podcast. Like, he never rolls well, can never pass any kind of check. And, like, his characters are good characters, but, like, this man just cannot roll to back up the skills on that character sheet. And so, if you like hearing people fail, Androids and Aliens, hilarious.
Yeah, it's like with Castiel, I rolled decently okay, or
Mhm.
well. But yeah, with at least today, yeah, my first 10 rolls were all just garbage.
You have a favorite moment?
Probably when Alex was trying to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. June.
Was trying to shoot June. That's a good one.
That was
I
really
like-
funny.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't interact with it because I wasn't there. But
I mean, to be fair, he wouldn't have had to pay for it.
Oh my god. Alex, what's your favorite part of this evening?
Just pretty much watching the comical mess of you all trying to get out of the building as Alex is just watching from the sniping point. I enjoy being a voyeur sometimes.
I was trying to have you like sneak in, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." A sneak in while other people are trying to escape, and I was like, "No, he doesn't want to deal with this. I think he knows that I have 15 people in here."
No, I know you had 20 because someone didn't realize that I tried
Oh
to
yeah,
warn
actually,
people.
that was one of my favorite parts. Is just keeping trying to keep everything a secret, but then streaming.
I can't.
Like,
Listen.
I'm not. I legitimately was like, if anyone asks, hey, she's broadcasting it. It's open information. Anyone paying attention?
I thought I only had one viewer, and I thought that viewer was me. Because I had one viewer for like the first hour of the stream. And I was like, it's gotta only be me in here. So I'm like, and I see Siavale like inches from his screen, squinting a little, and I'm like, that motherfucker is reading my screen! That was hilarious too. So my favorite part of the evening was when Harlow got to pull some cool ass Scarlet Witch shit.
That time stuff was cool.
Yeah,
That was
it
pretty
wasn't. So
Harlow is Valerie now. We don't know that.
yeah, so like I didn't think Harlow would go this way. Like this is not how I planned to play her at all. And also like B, I didn't think that Spectre would actually let me do it. So I'm happy about that too.
You had a good roll. I mean, you had 15.
It's true, but like it's best possible outcome. So like
that isn't that the best roll you could get? Is a 15?
yeah, but like Spectre could have argued like that's not within the rules of this world, you know, something like that. So like I asked for a pretty big thing. So
I also think Spectre wants me to just revel in pain and suffering. Because my vampire wife is no longer alive.
But if you know
See,
what,
technically that was me. That's my bad.
Technically, she's just skinned, right? She's technically not dead.
Who's going to give me one at night?
You said she was screaming on the ground.
Also, the Laws playing Harlow playing Valerie, which she already did play Valerie before, and when that crossed in my mind, like you know how like circuits get fried. That's what
Your
happened.
mind was blown.
Yeah, I was like, "What the heck is happening?"
Yeah, that was.
Obviously,
I laughed so
he
hard.
smells something. Yeah, but I would like to have the RP moment at the beginning of the next session.
Yeah,
Hard.
like
We'll
I
run here
haven't-
for it.
I haven't made up my mind yet. I'll know my decision by next week. But like I have to decide if Harlow is going to reveal that she is not Valerie. Like basically what's going on in like Harlow's mind is like I've fucked myself. I'm no longer getting into this cult, right? Cuz she's like an initiate. So she is like my brain is like, is she still an initiate if she's no longer able to join this cult? Like, is she now like a monstrous? Or something else? Or like, I don't know. So like Harlow's like really struggling right now mentally while also like trying to be Valerie and like not like sweat in front of Alex who's like grilling her in the car. So she's like got a lot on her plate right now.
Alex is trying to make sure that it's just played off as like him just fully stressed out, him trying to get as much information, like that's how he's trying to present it.
Right, like she is like really struggling with her identity right now because she's been like working towards like getting into this cult, right? That like she doesn't know everything about, obviously, but like she's turned her back on them to save your asses, and maybe she's even like, why? But I haven't processed that feeling yet.
And you're about to be confronted by Kurt in the car. He obviously smells something's different.
Maybe she'll like pour her soul out to Kurt in the car.
Ooh, juicy. I'm here for it.
Struggling with your identity. Get a new skin. Spectre, you're hilarious.
You know, the classics.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have. Spectre, do you have anything else before we move on?
Thanks for playing, everybody. I hope you have a good night, a good rest of your week. I'll get you next time. My cat
Yes.
a lot. He wants blood.
Yeah, but you know what? I still got all my fingers.
Oh my god.
Do all the
And
monsters
thank you as well, Spectre, for a great session. It was really fun.
an amazing
Thank you.
session.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for dealing with all my bullshit.
You were very calm this one. I was surprised.
They're all hit 4+ harm.
Wait, maybe I should do more coke. That might end me up.
What?
Oh.
What?
What?
Huh? Who?
What?
What?
No.
What?
Nothing.
Diet Coca-Cola. And a bag of dicks, of course.
Of course.
That's exactly what he ordered.
Fantastic.
Alright, chat. If you are out there and you had a favorite moment, feel free to drop it in chat while I am searching for the person I want to raid. I want to make sure that they're still online. Double checking what they're streaming again. Lexi, did you have a favorite moment from this evening? If you're not lurking, I'm gonna call you out because I can. Players, you are dismissed if you need to go. And if you have any final thoughts or questions for Spectre or myself, please throw them out now.
Are we advancing again for next week?
I think so, right?
Okay.
I've already picked what I'm going to do. I'm just going to edit.
Lexi said her favorite part was Laws wanting to be a vampire.
Again.
Listen,
Getting there.
I have a
Do I need to
problem.
play Do I need to run Vampire the Masquerade or Vampire the Requiem for you?
I don't know how to play that, but I would be down.
That is my D&D, girl. That is my
I
D&D.
know.
I love Vampire Masquerade. It's so much fun.
I would love to play it. I think we're gonna raid Maddie Morgs because they're streaming a D&D session, and they are just by and large a very, very good tabletop RPG community. If you guys aren't familiar with Maddie, they stream D&D campaigns. They stream D&D tutorials. They also paint minis, which is very relaxing. And the community is just very nice and welcoming and just overall kind. I will give you guys a heads up that they are not as interactive with chat. For those of you coming from TD Hayes' stream, hello again. I know that you guys maybe come from a lot of streams that are like hyper interactive with the chat, which is a great thing, and I think I try to be interactive as possible with something like this, but it is harder to like interact with your chat when you're GMing.
TD's setting the high standards over here, making us all look like scrubs. God, man.
It's not like that.
Well,
Also, sorry for like the end there, because like I got raided by somebody. So usually I like to type like during these things, so I
Yeah.
don't talk over people, and I had to dip out to say the thank you, so I kind of missed a little bit. So I just want to apologize for that. That's why I was
no,
like,
you're
June
good.
had a headache where a bunch of voices were talking in his head.
That's like that's one of
Oh
the
my god, he's
dangers.
turning into a smoothie!
That's what I will say is like that's one of the hard parts about having multiple people stream one game, because you have everyone trying to manage their chat and their characters. in the game. So it's kind of like, while it's great that we can all stream and like reach other people, you have people like muting and deafening and like walking away. So like I once watched a stream where 3 players were streaming and there was so much of, I'm sorry, can we run that back?
Chaos.
I was talking in my chat, I'm sorry. And so like the game itself suffered, but like 1 or 2 people, it tends to work fine. But once you start having like every person streaming the game, it gets stressful.
Yeah.
But
It was cool that I
100%.
finally learned how to use magic. I was so confused on the first session. It's like, how do I use this magic? I don't know how to use this magic.
I have magic and I don't know how to wield it.
It's very different.
So we're calling it a night, folks. We're gonna raid Maddie Morgs. I'm gonna put the raid through while I say my last few things. If you guys like this kind of content, I stream tabletop RPGs pretty much Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 4 streams a week right now. Tomorrow night I will be streaming Starfinder, and we are playing a space horror campaign called Signal of Screams. Our friends are on a cursed kind of resort, and they're starting to see and feel things that aren't actually there. And then on Thursday night, I play D&D 5e for the 2nd time of the week. We are playing Curse of Strahd. And I'm hoping that once Monster of the Week is over, I will do another mini-series of potentially a different tabletop RPG. We got some things on the back burner, so we'll see what happens.
Hey, Laws.
With that, did someone say Laws?
Yeah.
What's up?
How many undead are inside Signal of Screams?
A lot.
Oh, yeah, I see!
And with that, you guys, have a wonderful night. Go enjoy Maddie. I will see you next time.
Be safe out there.
GG's.
GG's!
Yo.